That's the wrong one. Hang on.
That
was a short intro.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I've got a good intro here. Spend time on it.
It's gone all jerky on my side.
I've got it.
Orange.
Give me a couple minutes.
Please put down your weapon. You have 20 seconds to comply. You now have 15 seconds to comply. You now have 5 seconds to comply.
20 seconds to comply!
20 seconds to comply.
I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh? I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh? Think you can outsmart a bullet? Think you can outsmart a bullet?
Thank you for your cooperation.
We did it. That's it. No more mistakes. No more mistakes. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. How you guys doing? You all right?
Yeah, sound.
Doing good. It's a little bit
better than the
my side.
N209. Bloody hell, that looks crap, doesn't it? I thought it looked better than that last time I seen RoboCop.
Not wrong with RoboCop, man. Top class.
Ed 209 looks great, man. No, it's a timeless film, man.
Right. Can everybody see me and hear me just fine?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Right.
It's a bit jerky on my side, but it started to be jerky literally as soon as the stream started. I was fine before. Yeah.
I look fine. I look cool as usual. But yeah, you're a bit choppy there, Pete.
Am I choppy? God damn it. Right, hold on.
So yeah, look, this is a pre-Halloween month stream, and just to let you know, for the next month, we're going to be doing a few streams, and one of the topics we're going to be doing, hopefully next week, if everybody's game for it, is IndieWire have just dropped a top 75 horror movies of all time, and I thought we could maybe go through that list and see what we think.
Sounds good.
Their ranking of the top 75 horror movies ever. So let's see what they come up with. I haven't even checked it myself. I saw the title. I thought, yeah, let's do that. So we're going to do that. And then I think we're going to do a stream for, I haven't exactly worked it out yet, but I was going to do a tournament of Blumhouse films versus Canon films, like a bracket fight. Okay. And we'll see which one comes out on top. Because personally, I'm not a huge fan. People seem to be loving Canon films, but I don't really know that many ones that I really, really like. And Blumhouse, say what you want about Blumhouse, they have had some classic movies. So yeah, we'll see how that one goes. And we might do a watch party. I'm thinking either Raising Cain or Anguish, maybe both, but we'll see. Nice. So we'll try and fill up October as best we can. And if you guys come up with any ideas, then that would be great too. That'd be really, really nice. How's that sound, Pete?
That sounds awesome. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to log in off my phone, mate, and come out off this PC.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. I'll let you straight back in when you come back up. Yeah. So the first topic we're going to be talking about is we're going to be talking. So what happened was Warner Brothers is re-releasing A Nightmare on Elm Street, 40th anniversary, 4K, whatever, and they've submitted. Oh, he's back. There we go. Hi, Pete. And they've submitted A Nightmare on Elm Street, which was released as an 18, been an 18 for 40 years, and they've just had it re-rated as a 15, which kind of surprised me. The original Nightmare on Elm Street is now a 15 certificate. So I've had a look about on the BBFC website and saw a bunch of movies there that if you're our age and you spent a lot of time in the video shops, you would have seen them as 18s, and they're now not 18s. They're like 15s and things. So I thought we'd go through a few of those. And a lot of them they've changed like years and years ago. I don't know, for some reason, I don't have many new movies, but like you don't notice that like the ratings anymore. But like when you're in the video shop, there was like some sort of like dark magic when you would look around, even if you didn't rent them out, you would see the movie, and the fact that it was an 18, there was something special about that. But now a lot of them are being reclassified as 15s. So I don't know if that's just the audience is more sophisticated or can take more. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was looking back, and the Thing from Outer Space, the all black and white movie, it came out was like it's X-rated when it came out, and you look at it now, and it's literally a PG certificate. So obviously sensibilities have changed, but I feel like the 80s were like there was lots of full-on horror films in the 80s, but they're getting downgraded like anything. So I think we should. We're going to go through a few of those, and let's see what we've missed, because a lot of them I was quite surprised.
Gremlin's still at 15.
Yeah,
I think it is. I will double check that, but I'm pretty sure it is. So yeah, I've got a little test for you if I can find my phone. So right, so look, the first Friday the 13th movie, right? It was released with 34 seconds of cuts by the BBFC in 1980 or 81. I can't remember when it came out. It was made in 1980, but so it got an 18 certificate with 34 seconds of cuts, and now it's a 15. So things have moved on. So I think the first thing we should do is we should go through all the Friday the 13th movies and see which ones have changed. So I've just told you under the first one. The first Friday the 13th is now a 15 from being an 18.
Okay.
Let's plug this up. So
the
Friday the 13th part 2.
15.
Yeah, Friday the 13th is now a 15 certificate.
What the fuck? Okay.
I mean, how did we not notice that?
I didn't, honestly.
So Friday the 13th part 2. What do you think it is? Is it because it's more gory than part 1, isn't it? It's got some good kills. You know, the guy in the wheelchair who gets a machete to the face and comes down the stairs. I mean, it's a pretty gory movie. So what do we think?
Well, they were all 18.
Is it still an 18 or is it now 15?
Is it now a 15? Well, listen, if they change part 1, for me, part 1's like a bit nastier in that you've got Kevin Bacon there's lots of people getting their throat cut, Kevin Bacon getting his throat done in and stuff like that. If you're doing part 1, you've got to do part 2 as well. It's a 15.
And if they've changed that,
right? Yeah, part 2 is a 15. What about part 3?
Part 3's got to be a PG, man.
What? Really?
it's got to be a PG. It was enough anyway. No, 15, definitely.
15, yeah. What about part 4? Part 4 is pretty gory, isn't it?
Part 4's got to be an 18, surely.
Let me just check that. It is, yeah, it is. So what about Friday the 13th, part 5?
18, because it's all about sex. 18.
Let me just check my notes.
Yeah.
It's all about sex.
Yeah, there's loads of nudity in it, and
yeah, there is. Yeah, it's the sleazy one, isn't it? It's a sleazy
one.
Only Weedle's like part 5, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion.
Definitely.
So part 6, what do you think? 18 or lower?
15 for part 6. Purely because if you're downgrading the others, which are genuinely good movies, you've got to downgrade part 6 on the fact that it's a little bit more comic book violence rather than kind of serious violence.
Yeah, it's got a sense of humor to that one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, it is a 15. So what about part 7? Bearing in mind, part 7, it was cut to ribbons even before it was released. It was absolutely cut to ribbons. There's like no really good kills in part 7. You just see the aftermath. It was like cut to ribbons. So what do we think?
It's got to be a 15 as well.
It's an 18 still. I don't know why, but it's an 18 still.
Maybe they just haven't got around to doing it.
No, they were all re-rated when it came out as a box set. They re-rated them. Yeah, they all got re-rated. So that one's I don't understand that at all, because part 7 is cut to begin with, and it's still an 18. So what do we think about Jason Takes Manhattan?
The best one. There's loads of kills in that, isn't there?
There is. Mate, that's got to be a 15. Has to be a 15.
It's still
It
an
really
18.
happens.
It's still an
What
18, guys. It's still an 18, yeah.
Man. I do not get this like at all. Like I don't
Yeah.
understand. I don't understand the rhyme or reason behind it. Like
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know what formula they're using, but it's not based on. They haven't asked people or like use logic. I don't know what it is.
yeah.
But it's quite comic booky as well because it's not serious at all. I mean, guy
No.
gets his head punched off. I mean, that's not serious horror, is it?
No, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
So the rest of them from eight onwards, they're all 18s. But I was surprised by 2. I've got to say, I was surprised by 2 because I think 2 is like it's the one that's actually scary for like a slasher movie.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So the only other ones that I picked up on. So you mentioned Hitcher. Hitcher's now
Yeah.
15 and used to be an 18. And
know.
I don't know. Do you feel like it's? I don't know. I mean, it's good for the people who made the movie because more people can see the movie because it's got a lower rating. But I don't know. For me, I feel like it's. I don't know. It's taking something away from the movie, lowering it to a 15. Do you guys feel the same way? It's
Yeah, I
just
mean, if you look at The Hitcher, for instance, you know, it's a seminal piece of film, right? It's meant to be taken seriously. It means if now, let's say, if it was re-released at the cinema and you go and watch it and everything like that, you are literally watching with 13 and 14-year-olds now, giggling at naff special effects and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. If I go and watch like a serious horror movie, I want to watch it with a bunch of adults, man, rather than kids, you know what I mean? And maybe it's different in the States and stuff like that because they're a lot more interactive with the movies and all that. But I think it takes sheen off. And also, you know, I remember when I was renting these movies out from the video shop, them 18 stickers all over the boxes and that, they were a fucking badge of honor, man. You know what I mean? It was, I would always go to the 18 section. That would be the section I went to first.
It's a bit like when you're young, it's like it's this forbidden thing that and if you get to watch it, even better, although mostly they were crap, but like just having that 18 and then have that, it was it kind of like pulls you in, doesn't it? That fact that it's an 18, and it's got a nice poster on it. But yeah, so the other one I noticed was Return of the Living Dead. The first one is now a 15.
But that's got Muff in there.
Yeah, I watched that the other day.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's like a full frontal in there.
It's fake, that though. It's fake. It's a plastic thing. Yeah, it's a plastic thing that she wears over a fufu.
It's like a muff stick.
Okay. Yeah, it's fake. Yeah.
Well, you learn something new every day, man. Jesus.
Let me quickly get to the comments quickly. I'll do comments again. I totally forgot how to do comments. How do you show the comments? Oh, okay, there we go.
It's been a while.
Okay, there's wifey. Hi, wifey.
Hey, Robbie.
Pete is okay. We saw that Pete's in motion now.
Yeah.
Video test is fastest back yet. I've been away, but now I'm back. Sparks front. Hi, mate. Jamie Hart is here. Hi, Jamie. Part 2 is my favorite of the franchise. Part 2 is my second favorite of the franchise. After Jason Lives, of course. William Lucas says Straw Dogs was X-rated when it was out in 1971, but now it's a 15.
I mean, that's mental. Straw Dogs, isn't it? Straw Dogs 15. That's like a rape fest. It's a rape fest.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it, but yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. Michael Myers says our class having my head punched off is quite serious. Yeah, I mean, good point, but the way it's played is not serious at all. It's like a cartoon.
I never thought of it like that, to be fair.
Yeah. Michael Myers, is anyone between 15 and 18 really interested in the Hitcher, though? And would it really make any difference to whether they see it or not? I think it's different times now, isn't it?
Yeah. Superior remake.
Yeah.
The
remake's awesome.
remake of the
I'm a
Hitcher.
big fan of the remake.
Do you know what I mean?
But now everything's streaming now. That's why you don't notice the ratings on things. Because I don't know if Netflix and Prime have their own ratings or what, or if they're the BBFC ratings. But I don't even pay attention to them anymore. But if you're watching stuff on streaming and stuff.
So there's a couple of reasons behind this, or a couple of possible reasons behind this. So one, it could be that the BBFC have a different criteria to mark the subject matter. So they've scaled it down a little bit. Or it could be just basically, maybe they're reacting to, well, to be fair, it's definitely that. But why are they making these changes? You know what I mean? Especially with movies that we've talked about, like Straw Dogs, that have sexual violence, that kind of thing. You know, that's a surprising one for me. I expected, you know, violence. You know, we'll talk about A Nightmare on
Now,
Elm
I've just
Street.
checked BBFC. I've just checked the BBFC, Pete, and it says it's an 18.
Is it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a mistake because
So we'll ditch Straw Dogs.
it was an
Okay.
X on release, and then in 1995, I'm guessing probably. For a video release or something, it was still
What about the
classified
remake?
18. Hasn't been re-rated since 1995.
What about
No
the
one's,
remake Straw Dogs? They did remake Straw Dogs, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, that's an 18 as well. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've got to ask yourself what's driving these changes, and you know, is the fact that, you know, we're surrounded by, on every news channel, violence in front of our faces, and people that desensitized over it, that actually, you know, movies, you know, they actually don't really they don't matter a hill of beans as far as people's fears and anxiety goes these days. It's real life. It's the scary stuff. Maybe Freddy Krueger would pop out into the real world now and go like that. Holy shit, fuck that, I'm going back. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Pinhead would be like, my job's already done. I'm not coming. I'm not going to bring
exactly.
It's already here. It's already here.
Exactly.
Look, Michael Myers says Straw Dogs. Yeah, we've just checked that. I don't know who even said that it was at 18, but no, that's a mistake. Michael Myers, they upped Mary Poppins to PG just because of a stupid word nobody's heard of.
What?
Yes. Speaking of ones that have been upped, the Indiana Jones franchise, they're all 12s now. They used to be PGs, didn't they? PGs.
Yeah.
They're all 12s. Every single one of them is a 12 now.
Well,
Raiders. I mean, I always thought that they shouldn't be PGs. I thought just because it was Steven Spielberg, he got away with it. Like with Jaws. Exactly. Jaws is a 12 as well.
Jaws is 12 now.
It is a 12.
Fair play. I mean,
and
well,
Jurassic
you know,
Park. Jurassic Park is a 12 as well.
Well, to be fair, there's some scary shit in Jurassic Park, man. I mean, if you again going back to the old school, I mean, we talked about this briefly last night, Vas, but you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, for instance, is still an 18. Now, when the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was originally rated by the BBFC knew, the guy who was running the BBFC knew that the content of the actual movie itself probably didn't even warrant an 18 certificate. If you remember, Tobe Hooper spoke to Spielberg and said, I want to make this horror film, but how do I not show enough to get, you know, an R rating or a PG rating or something like that? And Spielberg gave him tips, I believe is the story, on how to show things but not show things. And that's why, you know, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre has very little blood in it. And I remember an interview with the guy from the BBFC stating that, you know, he watched it. He knew that he probably had to give this movie a 15 or some shit like that. But he said, in all good conscience, I could not pass this for that certificate. So that's why he banned it. So
like for intensity, because it's
exactly. So the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is an 18 certificate still to this day, purely for its tone. So you can't tell me that a movie like A Nightmare on Elm Street, where, you know, Tina, let's be honest here and let's put it, you know, in the brass tacks, gets fucked and then gets killed in, you know, in front of her friends and stuff like that. You know, you can't tell me the tone is any, you know, lighter than a movie like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If you're judging things on tone, you know, Friday the 13th Part 1, Friday the 13th Part 2, they're quite serious films, you know. I get Friday the 13th Part 6 because it's kind of comic book violence, so, you know, okay, it makes sense, you know, especially when people have been watching stuff like, you know, some of the you know, Deadpool and stuff like that are 15. I get it. People get desensitized to comic book violence. I get it. But if you're going to have one like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that's an 18, that's purely an 18 because of its tone, then you can't be chucking every other movie, especially The Hitcher, by the way, which its tone is black. You know, families get fucking killed in that movie, you know. Kills a fucking family in this movie. There's a blooming German Shepherd dog licking the blood out of a slit throat's copper's neck and stuff like that. It's grim.
That last one gets ripped in half as well, didn't she?
Ripped in half. Yeah. You know, after he's crawled into bed at night with her, you know what I mean, making her believe that she's a boyfriend and stuff like that. It's nightmarish, man. You know what I mean. So it's a strange one that you've got one movie that's an 18 purely because of its tone, and yet they're just completely ignoring, you know, the other movies with the same methodology. It's a strange one. I'd like to have a chat with them. I'd like for them to explain that one to me.
Must be different people in charge. Must be different people in charge. So Dave Booth is in the house, by the way. Hi, Dave, mate.
Yeah,
Missed you.
Boucher.
Sparks Tron said it's weird. Cinema's shit hot at making sure teens got ID for 15 movies. Probably afraid of getting sued, while ratings for viewing at home is lowered. Yeah. I mean, I remember back in the day, the first Friday the 13th to ever be shown on TV was part 6. So I mean, now it's a 15, but even back then, they cut out the bit where he punches that guy at the beginning, punch him through the chest, and he's got his heart on the other side. They cut that bit out.
No way.
They did that.
Was it?
Right. Look, Michael Myers says Straw Dogs is cut for an X in 71, and the footage has never been restored in any version. Oh, okay. So you can't get the full version of Straw Dogs anywhere.
All right.
I saw Sting and was disappointed overall. 3 out of a Bushy 10. Had some great fun for a bit. Yeah, I'm a sucker for killer spider movies, and it was fine. It was all right. I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
Bushy says Indie 2 and Gremlins and Poltergeist made PG-13 happen. Yeah, Poltergeist is still a 15.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's right. 15 then, 15 now. I'm pretty happy with that.
I think Gremlins that deserves a 15.
It's a microwave.
Let me check Gremlins.
The
Let me check
microwave.
Gremlins. Is it still a 15?
Honestly, that's why he got a 15 certificate originally. It was because of the kitchen scene.
Oh, Gremlins is a 12. Gremlins is a 12.
See,
12 now, is it? Oh, right,
12,
okay.
yeah.
But that makes sense. That makes sense. And do you know what, man? Do you know what pisses me off? If it was a 12 in 1984, I might have been able to see that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Bastards.
Yeah, bastards.
I had to wait for fucking Elwood's auntie to tell me what the movie was all about, and that blow by blow.
Reading movies, I think we might see more reclassifications due to political reasons, with a rise in people's inability to view movies in their historical context. Yeah, they just seem to be cutting them now, don't they? Like,
you know, I was thinking about something that's similar along these lines. You know, like in the 70s, where you've got movies like Last House on the Left, and you know, you've got Dawn of the Dead and stuff like that. And a lot of people now, with the benefit of hindsight, say that, you know, it was a reflection on the Vietnam War and everything like that. Blah 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 blah. Well, all the stuff that we're going through in the world right now. What are our movies? You know, what are our movies that are having some kind of I can't think of any that is perhaps reflecting everything, or maybe we won't know until, you know, afterwards, when hopefully things kind of calm the fuck down a little bit. But yeah, it's a strange one.
I think it's different now because I think it's different now because the things that happen are by certain forces that can't be criticized. And the elites, the people that control, they're like for them. So the people don't matter. It's the people in control who are like dictate what we can and can't do or see or say. So if they don't want to be shut you down, they're going to do it.
Yeah, to be fair to you though, when certainly the Vietnam War was kicking off or anything like that, you weren't really allowed publicly to say anything about that anyway, and that's why all these kind of like horror authors were putting these kind of wee messages into horror films about what they felt was going on in the world and everything like that, so because they could get away with it. But nobody could publicly, you know, go on stage and say, you know, the Vietnam War is shit, despite all the protests and everything like that. So there's a lot of there's a lot of things that
now you can't even do that. You get demonized. You get demonized if you don't go along with what the media says and what the political class say.
Do you know what? You're right. also, if your movie is seen to be, on one side of the fence, then you're going to get alienated from the other side of the fence. And do you know what? No marketing department in the world is going to let you fucking do that. To be fair, you're going to alienate half your audience. Forget about it. You know what I mean? Our research says this demographic wouldn't like that. Blah 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 blah. Which is that's why I'm a big fan of independent cinema rather than studio business. That's why we get all the best horror, recently from independent independent directors or studios.
Yeah. Dave Busey says Scarface by De Palma is like Texas Chainsaw 1, same-ish rating wise. Both had no real go. Yeah, but Scarface has got like 6 million swear words in it. And yeah. By the way, can I just say this stream is rated 18 for strong horror, adult themes, and frequent bad language. So have at it, guys. Go for it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Michael Myers says Garbage Pail Kids is a 12 now because they've restored the shots of a knife, which used to be cut from the video. It looks really stupid.
Pail Kids movie.
I've never seen that, mate. Never seen it.
What about Killer Clowns from Outer Space? That was always
what about that? Let's have a look.
15.
That's still a 15. That's been re-released recently. Yeah, that's been done. That's had the 4K treatment. I think it's still a 15, guys.
Yeah. What about Darkman?
It's a 12, mate. It's a 12.
Fuck off. Really?
It's a 12. It's a 12.
That could have rented that.
No.
What about Darkman?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That is a good one, man. Do you know what? Even at the time, I thought, why is this an 18? Like, to be fair.
Yeah. Can't be an 18.
It's still an 18.
Fucking hell. Okay. So the Hitch is a 50, Darkman's an 18. No problem. No problem. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
Oh, wait a minute. It was released as a 15 with cuts.
With cuts? What do you need to cut out with Darkman?
I have no idea, but that's what it says. Darkman 1990. It's a 15 version with cuts. And Darkman, it's actually not. It's not been put in for re-rating since 1999.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
sure to put it in now.
All right, so the 15 version is like the TV version, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's how it happens if they don't do anything with it. Like, Last Action Hero, that's a 15. Yeah. And I think they could easily get away with it being a 12. But it's not been put in for re-rating since like 2007 or something. So I'm sure if they've done it in the last 15, 18 years, it would have. But I think they don't care enough about the movie to get more people to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least they've left Alien and Aliens alone then. By that respect, you would expect maybe Aliens to get a 15. Because they're not that bad. Alien, fair enough, the tone, it's you know what I mean? But going by this benchmark, you would expect Aliens, when it had recently been resubmitted for the 4K business, to get a 15. But it's still
Alien is a 15. It says here Alien's a 15. Alien 1979. It's a 15 for strong horror, violence, and language.
They've changed Alien.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. You own the 4K as well. I didn't even fucking notice that as well. That's fucking nuts. By the way, can I say the 4K of
2019.
Alien?
You got changed in 2019.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, for the director's cut.
I have no idea. It just says there 2019. It was an 18 in 1997, and in 1991 and 1987, all 3 times it was put in for re-rating. It still got an 18, and then in 2019. The widescreen version was dubbed as a 15. There you go, mate.
That's mental. Right, 2 seconds. I'm going to go and get my Alien, mate. I'm going to see what certificates on the fucking game.
Michael Myers says Toby Hooper actually wanted the US version of a PG rating for Texas Chainsaw when it originally came out. Blimey.
Jesus.
He was shooting for the stars there, wasn't he? Poltergeist is only PG in the States. Yeah. Every time anybody talks about PG horror, the Americans always say Poltergeist. And I'm like, it's not a PG, dude. Not here.
No.
Michael Myers says the last half hour of the girl being terrorized is the main reason Texas Chainsaw is still an 18. Yeah. Although I don't know, I find it quite grueling throughout.
Yeah,
Dave Bucci says, I'm at least looking forward to Terrifier 3, even only for the shock funny value. Oh, yeah, it's coming out in October, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like, apparently there's, I keep hearing controversy of one scene in particular, but nobody's telling us what's in the scene. It's an 18, gents.
What year is that? What year is it?
It's the 4K. It's just come out.
Has it just come out? Well, I don't know,
Yeah.
mate. I'm literally looking at the BBFC website.
So that must have been the director's cut on cinema then. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, maybe.
The ratings are all over the place, man.
Crazy. It's insane. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's only got 3 out of 5 for violence. 3 out of 5 stars for violence. Like amount of violence. That's it. Threat and horror is 4 out of 5. Language is 4 out of 5. Hasn't got much bad language in that, is it?
It's got like a few F-bombs.
Ah, yeah. It says there it was for the cinema release. It was a cinema release,
right.
not home entertainment. No,
Okay.
it says
So
home
get
entertainment. It says 15 as well. It's okay. Let me read this. It says here, Alien 15, 111 minutes, 47 seconds. Classification date 1st of March 2019. Use physical media and video on demand streaming. Yeah, content advice. The Alien creature. Okay, that's just what's in the movie. Yeah, it said, dude, it says 15 here. I don't know what to tell you.
It's weird, man. I'm holding it in my hand. It says 18.
Yeah.
18. It's weird. Oh well. Yeah, it's
Michael
strange
Myers
one.
says BBC One used to show Friday the 13th. You saw Jason Lives and Jason Takes Manhattan at about midnight and still cut them to bits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Busey on the USA, I saw it as an OG first week it opened. Might be talking about Scarface there. Gremlins is now a 12. Yes, mate, it is. PG. I wonder. I think Gremlins might be a PG in America. I don't know. Gremlins I saw twice in theaters. I'm 54 nowadays. It was a PG then, and I saw it first week it opened too.
15 over here. Definitely 15. I was devastated.
What?
Michael Myers, Karate Kid, and Crocodile Dundee are still the stupidest 15s ever. Karate Kid. I'm going to say Karate Kid. Has it changed?
That's right. Karate Kid was the fucking 15, wasn't it?
It was.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Why? Teen angst.
It's all the violence, Peter. All the kicking and the
It's a 12A now. It's a 12A.
It's a 12A now.
Karate Kid 12A.
Jeez, man.
And all the rest are PGs. That makes sense.
Do you know what this tells me, man? There's far too many people working at the BBFC. Because surely they should be busy fucking reviewing new movies rather than going through the catalogue of everything before and just downgrading it to make you feel like a total wimp. It's like that going, yeah, you're scared of that pussy. No, can't mess with us, man. It's not on. It's not on. What's next? Demon? It's a PG.
Nah, that never be. I think Demons might be a 15 now.
Extra's a fucking 15. Can you believe that? Extra is a fucking 15. It is, aye. Fucking 15, man.
Demons are still an 18. I don't know about Demons 2. I think that might be Demons are definitely still an 18.
They're both still 18, yeah.
Yeah. No, Demons 2 is a 15, it says.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Dave
man.
Busey says the Scarface movie was same with no gore, which it was implied, wasn't it? Like with the chainsaw bit in Scarface.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dave Busey, sorry for the typos. I was typing too fast. Slow it down, mate. It's fine. Dave says I got to meet Doug Bradley over in Sale Mass 1 train stop away. Only free photo, free meet greet, but $40 for an autograph. I loved to recatch up with him.
40 bucks.
You impersonation of him, 3 him 2.
Doug Bradley.
40 quid?
That's a bit deep.
You're like that. Doug, I've met you before, man. Surely 20. Max 20, man. Come on. When was the last time you did a fucking Hellraiser movie, man? 10.
Yeah, exactly. He's a fucking girl.
Darkman had 2 seconds of nunchucks cut out on video from an early scene. I don't remember any nunchuck scenes in Darkman. Pretty sure I've seen it quite recently. Is it still cut out of it?
I can't remember a nunchuck thing.
I remember nunchucks.
Oh, I don't get that. Last Action Hero in the US was 93. I actually loved it and saw it in theaters. I wish I'd seen it and not seen Jurassic Park because it's much better than Jurassic Park.
What?
I went to see Jurassic
Come
Park
on.
twice.
Calm
I
it
saw Jurassic
down. Calm it down, man. Come on.
It is. It's much better than Jurassic Park. First half of Jurassic Park is boring as shit, man. Seriously. Anyway, reading movies. Fairly sure Alien 1970 is still an 18 on Blu-ray 4K. Agreeing with you, but I'm just going by the BBFC, the actual ratings board. But I could be wrong.
Doesn't have to agree with me. I've got the evidence.
Michael Myers, Last Action Hero and Sabotage, both with Arnie, are both the same rating, which kind of highlights how dumb it all is. There you go, mate. Yeah, totally. Last Action Hero is much better than Sabotage, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
The main reason for Alien originally being an X was apparently not for the gore, but for all the subliminal sexual imagery in the alien ships, sets, and creatures. Yeah. Karate Kid was a 15 just for the bit where Johnny rolls a joint in the loo. It was a PG in the cinema after they cut it.
All right. Okay.
Extra is pretty raunchy and gross for a 15. I've still not seen Extra, by the way, guys. I've not seen it.
Don't it'll taint your
I've seen
life.
clips. I've seen clips, but I've not seen it. Wouldn't pay 40 quid for an autograph from anybody. Yeah, I feel the same way. Free photo, free meet and greet, but 40 bucks overall. Yeah, I suppose if you got a few extras, it makes sense.
Did you get him to say, no, don't do that? You know, that?
You should have said that when he tried to charge you 40 quid. You should have said, no, don't do that. That's what you should have said to him.
Don't you want to tear your soul apart? No, I don't want that one. No, don't do that. All right.
Well, we're going on to it next, but Salem's Lot is a 15, right? It was an 18, which makes no sense why it would be an 18. But that's a 15. I'm quite surprised because there's no swearing, there's no gore, there's just like horror, like scary horror. But like, I'm not quite sure why that's a 15.
Well, I always think of Salem's Lot as an 18, you know, just from growing up. And, you know, for me, it should be a bloody 18 because, you know, the tapping at the window scenes are just 18 terrifying. Like, yeah, absolutely.
So let me just reel these out, a few movies here. And I'm just going to double check one because it doesn't seem right. Monster. Yeah, it is. So the Monster Squad is still a 15. Now, why is the Monster Squad a 15? Does that make sense? I always thought, why is the Monster Squad a 15 to begin with? But it's still a 15, if you can believe that.
Maybe it's the Virgin.
I guess it hasn't been in for re-rating for a long time. Let me just check.
No, there was a
1990 was the last time.
There was a Virgin.
They've not put it in for re-rating since 1990, so that's probably why.
To be fair, that rings true, man. You know, you struggle to get that movie on Blu-ray. I think you've got to import it from Germany or something to get it on Blu-ray, and it needs a nice special edition. It's a great movie.
Right. So here's a few movies, right? So we already knew this one, but Exodus 3 is now a 15.
Yeah, that sucks.
They Live is a 15, which I think is about right.
Yeah.
Predator's a 15, the original Predator, and Predator 2.
Predator's a 15.
Yeah, Predator's 15. And Predator 2. Predator 2 is more violent than Predator, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Reanimator 2 is a 15. Bride of Reanimator. Total Recall is a 15. And Total Recall is violent as anything.
Violent as fuck, man. Total Recall.
Yeah. Tremors is a 12A. And American Werewolf is a 15 now. I think we all already knew that one.
No way. Really?
But that is a 15.
Yeah.
My 4Ks is still an 18, man. Are you sure about that? My 4K is definitely an 18. I mean, it's got like loads of scenes in a porn theater, man.
Yeah,
you know,
I will double check it for you.
I once turned American Werewolf in London. I was like, to my daughter Molly, I was like, hey Molly, let's watch him out in Well of London. It's fucking great. And we watched it and all that. And then we got to the porn theatre scene and I went, oh, I forgot about the porn. And I had to turn it off. I went, sorry, it's a bad idea. And she was like 3/4 of the way movie. I went, oh, no, sorry, it's a bad idea because I didn't want to sit there and watch like...
Yeah, it says here, dude, it says when it came out, it was an X in 1981.
Right.
And in 2009, it was put in by Universal Pictures and it got a 15 certificate.
Nah, it's definitely an 18. It's definitely an 18 on my 4K. 100% mate. 100% it is.
I'm just going by what it says here. So Misery's a 15 now.
50, isn't he?
Christine's a 15. Jacob's Ladder's a 15. Nightbreed's a 15. Candyman's a 15. Evil Dead 2's a 15. Twilight Zone the movies are 12. Creepshow 1 and 2 are 15s. And The Shining's a 15 as well.
The Shining's a 15.
What?
That's
Phantasm's
nuts, man.
a 15 as well. Phantasm. I think that was that not like that was? I'm sure that was that not banned or something when it came out. Or something. I remember it didn't come out for ages and ages.
Phantasm.
I don't know. I might be wrong.
Nope. I don't know why it could have been banned.
18 or Phantasm 2 is still in it. Phantasm 2 is still in 18.
Daft.
It is. You're right, Elwood. Phantasm 1's daft. It is. It's got like lots of like you know them little guys off Star Wars who come out the big
Ewoks.
ship at the beginning. No, the other ones with the cloaks.
Oh,
the
right,
wee light eyes. They're in Phantasm, man. They're all over it.
Like in Spaceballs where they go ding 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 ding.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just read that the Terminator is now a 15 by the BBFC. There you go, man.
Yeah. I heard that.
I told him the gimme the box Joey quote, the way that I am the way quote, the there's a song center on the earth quote too. Give me the box, Joey. Okay. Should have asked him to do the from Nightbreed. Boon. That's my favorite bit from Nightbreed when he says boon. Anyway, just me.
His reply to that would have been, "You're the guy who went to see it."
I used to play the Nightbreed game at Elwood's house when he had the game on his. Was it Commodore 64? He used to have.
No, it was an Amiga. It was an Amiga.
Amiga.
You had the speedster. You had the speedster joystick, and there's a bit where he's got to run away in the graveyard, and you've got to toggle. And I remember you had to go like that, and he'd just be like that, going.
I don't remember a game. I don't remember no game of Nightbreed, like.
Michael Myers says Pinhead is more ruthless to autograph hunters than his victims.
That wasn't even that popular movie. Why did it have a computer?
Dave Bushy told Doug I thought Wrong Turn 5 was underrated. Was he Wrong Turn 5? He told the people behind those movies he'll return, but never yet called him back. He was told by the people. Lone Wolf McQuaid was a PG in the States and an 18 over here. Never seen it.
Never seen it.
No. Not me.
Sci-fi always seems to get a lighter treatment. I think you're right. Are the new lower rated films uncut though? I'll have to check that.
You would hope so.
Yeah. I feel like people who want 4Ks and Blu-rays and stuff like that, I don't think they'd go for it if they were cut.
No.
Not for 25 quid a pop. No chance.
Creepshow was rated R in the US. It wasn't 18 when it first came out, wasn't it? Creepshow.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure it was, yeah. Phantasm was on a very minor video list.
No,
it's never been.
It was a 15. Creepshow 2 was an 18.
Was it?
The best one.
Yeah. The best
Shut
one.
up. Creepshow's not the best one with Divvy. The Divvy.
This is the right, lady.
That's film ever.
Creepshow 2 is good. Like I have to say, it is good. It's not better than Creepshow 1, though. To be fair,
I think you're right. I think Creepshow did come out as a 15. The weird thing is, Creepshow, the TV series, is an 18.
And shit.
Yeah.
And it's shit.
Yeah. Do you know what always baffled me? Halloween 3, 15, always a 15, right? it's fucking awful, that film. Like, I mean, it's gross as fuck, you know.
It is,
people's
yeah.
faces.
Totally is.
You know, it's fucking. It's a total 18 movie, like, but hey ho, hey ho.
This is the original Halloween of 15 now.
Oh, please don't tell me it is.
I'm going to check.
The
Maybe
12.
we'll checking it.
Yeah.
Halloween.
Pissing
Let's
on
have a
everything that I love. You.
2018 is a 18. 2007 is an 18. 1978 is a 15. Is a 15.
1978.
Is a 15.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's dreadful. I don't like this segment at all. Ignorance is bliss, Vass. I'd have preferred not to know, man.
Done that, though? I don't know.
Ah.
I don't know. Right, let's finish off these comments. Getting loads of comments today. Phantasm was on. Okay, I read that one. Dave says he generally seemed concerned after I briefly mentioned my heart condition, diabetes, etc. as passing info, introducing myself. Did you tell me you were 54 years old when you saw him?
To Doug.
Michael Myers had cover girl strip poker for the Amiga. You had to toggle the joystick for that one too.
Yeah, I remember that one.
You did have that one.
The one to
You
Fox.
did.
I remember Boone running away.
Thanks to Projector's friend. And then times I also got to see Lone Wolf McQuaid in theaters. Can't speak today. Michael Myers, none of the ones mentioned were cut for their 15 downgrades. Okay. Creepshow 2 is a 15 now, yeah. Halloween 3 used to be cut to bits on video for 15. It's now 15 uncut. I don't remember it being cut ever. I always thought it was the same version. Halloween 1 was rated R. My dad went and watched it in the theaters then. Halloween doesn't deserve an 18. There's hardly anything. Yeah, but it was always an 18. It was scary and it was Halloween and I'm quite disappointed. It's a 15 now.
Makes no sense.
Any other movies you want me to check?
I think I'm not sure I want you to, Vass, to be fair.
Should.
Let's have a look. Chud's got to be like a PG.
I'll check
like
Chud. No, Chud too, but the Chud was always a 15. Let's check Chud.
Yeah. Chud's a 15 though. Both 15. Surely. Oh no, Chud wasn't 18, right?
It was. I'm sure it used to be an 18, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it's it.
It says Chud's still an 18.
Terrifying.
Wow.
Although it hasn't been put in for re-rating since 1991.
Wonder why.
It didn't come out till 1986.
What about Maniac Cop? Is that still an 18?
Let's have a look.
Maniac crap. What wasn't it?
Maniac Cop's an 18. They're all 18s.
They're all 18s. Okay.
No, there's an extended version of Maniac Cop. Anybody seen it?
No way. Really?
There's an extended version.
How extended?
I'm going to tell you now. So it's 90 minutes and 44 seconds. Let me check the normal version. And 84 minutes, 53 seconds. It's like 5 minutes longer. What?
Holy shit, Bob.
What?
The Maniac Cop.
It says the first release of Maniac Cop was only 81 minutes. Had cuts to it.
Wow.
And then it was released.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. As long as they don't downgrade Retribution with Dennis Limscope, I'll be all right, mate. As long as they don't touch that particular classic, I'll be fine.
You know I'm going to check it, don't you? You know I'm going to check it. I'm sure no one's put in for re-rating anyway.
Yeah.
Well, how many movies are called Retribution? Oh my god, there's like 15 million movies called Retribution. It's still an 18. But it hasn't been put in for re-rating since 1991.
That's good. That's another one that you can't really get on Blu-ray. I got an import, and I'm pretty sure that they just record it off a fucking VHS.
What stuck on?
Dave Bucci says I got to see Halloween 3 in theaters. Lucky man. I saw Chud in theaters too. I think it was rated R in the US. Oh, I missed one out there. Hold on. Did always make a beeline for the 18s in the local dingy video shop, to be fair. That was the one, wasn't it? Michael Myers Maniac crap. It's not that bad. It's all right, man.
Like in the 18 section, like, who is this Shannon Tweed woman anyway? You know, she's everywhere. She's like Shannon Tweed was our version of Sydney Sweeney in that, man. She was every fucking where, man.
Hitchcock's The Birds is PG-13.
Yeah.
Michael Myers says he loves Retribution. Awesome movie. That one was cut in the UK and the US. Yeah, it said that it was cut when it was first released.
Well, my Blu-ray from Germany says it's uncut. And to be fair, there's a lot more kind of meat grinding when that guy gets caught in a slab of meat. There's a lot more grinding in that scene, right enough. But again, like I say, it doesn't look like it's a Blu-ray. It looks like it's a VCD or something. Yeah.
Right, I tell you what. Before we wrap up this topic, let's go through the Nightmare on Elm Street. So now Nightmare on Elm Street 1's just been reclassified as a 15.
That's shocking. What about Tina?
What do we think? Nightmare on Elm Street 2? Is it still an 18 or is it down to a 15?
I'll go downgrade because that one wasn't the best, wasn't it? No.
Yeah, I'm gonna go downgrade on that. It's probably got rainbows on the video cover these days as well.
Oh, mind you, they did have a pool party, didn't they? There might have been some teenage nookie.
Yeah. No, there was good. To be fair to Freddy's Revenge, the transformation scene where he comes out of him was pretty good. Like, I did like the knife coming out of his fingers. Like, I have to say, it's not all bad. And it was quite funny.
I'll go 15.
15 for me.
Yeah. It's still an 18.
Fucking hell. Did you re-rate the whole lot like they did Friday the 13th? You know? Or...
I'll check when it was last re-rated. It was 2001. So I think they've just done it for this 4K release of Nightmare on Elm Street.
All right, okay.
What do you think? Part 3 is it 18?
The same then. 18.
No,
18.
I think we've downgraded that so they get more viewers because I think people like that movie. Don't they?
It's still an 18. What about Part 4? 18 or 15?
18.
It's 15. 15.
It's 15. So they have been.
Yeah, in 2000.
Okay.
Just in 2001, it was re-rated as a 15. That's bloody 20 years, 25 years ago, almost. I totally missed that.
Well, it's got the pizza scene and the bug scene. The bug scene, by the way, it's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah. It's mean. It's mean, that scene. Like, do you know, like in Jurassic World, that fucking poor assistant that gets tossed up in the air and then chucked about and then killed and then pinched by the pterodactyls and all that, blah, blah, and then she dies. That's just mean. And Nightmare on Elm Street 4 is full of them scenes that are just mean, man.
So is that the one with the pizza? With little Freddy faces on the pizza? Yeah, that's where I lost interest of Nightmare on Elm Street.
So what about Part 5?
Yeah.
Part 5, what do you think? 18 or 15?
Yeah, 15, man. 15.
It's 18 still.
Fucking hell, man. Nightmare on Elm Street is a fucking 15, and Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child, is a fucking 18. There's no sense to this, like.
What's the core title of Part 6 again?
Freddy's dead.
Freddy's dead, yeah. Freddy's dead. Freddy's dead.
That should be a fucking PG.
That's not coming up. Can't even find Part 6. Is it called The Nightmare on Elm Street Part 6 or is it just called Freddy's Dead?
It's just called Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. I can't find that. I don't know. Freddy's. Am I spelling Freddy wrong? Freddy's.
And then that came out and I was like, yes, it's a fucking pizza scene. Fuck off, Freddy.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're right. You're right. Like Elwood, Part 4 was where it kind of lost me as well. To be fair, that franchise, like, you know, yeah, he just became like a bit of a Fangoria kind of pin-up boy. Did Freddy?
Was 3D?
That was Freddy's Dead.
6 was 3D. Remember, like the Sun was given their Freddy's Dead 3D glasses away. And
I used to have those. I used to have those glasses. for a while.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all went to see Freddy's Dead at the cinema. And I'm pretty sure I remember seeing it with Jenko. I remember that, and I remember us all keeping our Freddy's Dead glasses, being quite proud of ourselves with our paper glasses that were worth about 2p.
It says here, Freddy's Dead was it came out in
I think Jenk still
1991,
wears them.
and it had cuts to it. It was good.
It had cuts to it.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Not enough. Not enough. They could have cut about 90 minutes out of that fucking thing. Dreadful. It definitely lost me where fucking he's the Wicked Witch of the West all of a sudden going, I'll get you, my pretty. I was like, what?
Daft as a bush, isn't it?
Man?
Daft as a bush.
Yeah. Oh yeah, horrible. And that's the sad thing, and that's the sad thing about Nightmare on Elm Street being Nightmare on Elm Street 1 being a 15 is you look at the original. Freddy's actually fucking scary in that movie. He's dark.
And the second one.
Yeah,
Freddy's
absolutely.
scary in the second one. Like his look, he's proper like demonic. He's a demon, isn't he?
He's got mean face and everything like that in the second one. But part one, he's taunting. He's all about. He's just a malevolent, horrible bastard in the first one. Like the whole tone of that movie is scary as shit. You know what I mean? And plus, you've got like fucking John Saxon kicking about in that, man. And it sucks that that's a 15. To be fair, it sucks.
It's Michael Myers says Maniac Cop had a bit of the shower scene where he gets attacked trimmed on video, but that was it. Oh, that's a nasty scene, isn't it? He gets all cut up, doesn't he?
I'll tell you what, all I remember from that scene is the fucking music was repeated like a million times.
Michael Myers says, you see the
Robert
guy
Zidane and Big Jaw.
Yeah,
that's saying Robert Zidane and Big Jaw, man, it's humongous.
In Tango and Cash, he tells Sly Stallone, he broke my chin. And and Kurt Russell says to him,
yeah, I remember
that. Michael Myers, if you see the guy get his head properly squashed by the forklift in Retribution, then it's uncut.
You do in my version. You do.
Dave Boosty says, I got to see for free in theaters thanks to a projectionist friend, Freddy 3, 4, and 5. Did all the Nightmare on Elm Street get a cinema release over here? I think they did, didn't they?
Yeah. Hugely popular. You know what I mean?
The Friday the 13th, I don't think the Friday the 13th got a cinema release. Apart from Freddy vs. Jason, I don't think any of them got a cinema release. Is that right?
I don't know.
Michael Myers says Freddy 2 has always been my fave. Was the first one I saw, so probably nostalgia, yeah. Or the gay overtones, maybe? I don't know. I'm joking. Michael Myers says, I bet the carry-ons would be 12s now if they got re-released. I wouldn't be surprised.
What are the carry-ons like? Are they 15s? Not 18s.
I'm not even going to check, man, dude.
I
like carry-on streaming.
That's
Michael Myers, Rick, you little meatball. What's that from? Freddy's Dead probably needs an apostrophe. Yeah, that must have been it. Finally got there. Yeah. Freddy's Dead had throwing star and crossbow cuts during the final scene. Wow, I did not know that. Freddy is terrifying the second one before he actually became silly. Yeah. He's pretty good in that. Like, he was quite mean spirited in the third one, I've got to say. Like, the stuff he does to the people.
Third one. Yeah.
I love the third one. Third one's like second best one.
It is less scary. It is less scary. The third one kind of he is less scary, but I think the third one was a little bit more fantastical, showing us stuff that we hadn't seen before, type of thing with the puppet and all that.
It's a more fantasy movie, wasn't it? It's like a fantasy horror.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I liked. So look, Michael Myers says, I think all the Fridays released in cinemas probably weren't big releases. So, I don't remember seeing any of them released on cinema.
No.
Right, so we move on to the next topic, guys.
What's the next topic, Bass?
The next topic is, let me read the bottom of the screen to remind myself.
I don't know.
It is, come on.
Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot. All right, look, before we go to Salem's Lot, has anybody watched anything interesting? Can I just say before you start? So, did anybody watch John Woo's The Killer remake?
Watched half of it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. It was honestly, I watched it. He made that movie last year. What was it called? Was it called Silent Night? And I remember when we talked about it, we said, I said, I thought it was fine. It was decent. Action was okay. And I wasn't very impressed. I think they should have got someone better as the lead character. It would have made it much better.
Yeah.
And this one, it's like, it's got the crappiest cast ever. Like, the main person is like, John Woo used to have Chow Yun-fat and John Travolta and Nicolas Cage in his movies. Like, cool people. And now it's like he's picking anybody to star in his movies. Like, it's so important to have a cool action star in the movie.
I think he's just
honestly, The Killer. It felt like
making...
a bloody parody of a John Woo movie. When I watched it, I'm thinking, is this what someone like taking the piss out of John Woo movies? It was just, I don't know, man. I didn't like it.
It's a strange thing, back because I've read a couple of reviews and they're like, "Oh, John Woo's back" and all this, and I'm like, "Nah, I don't think so." Like, I think Face Off, Broken Arrow, and Hard Target. You look at them, and I'm not really going to mention Mission Impossible 2, although it has good elements in it and the photography is quite nice. But but you take them three aside, I think some things don't translate, culturally. And I think when you put things in an English language remake, like The Killer, for instance, it doesn't work. It doesn't work, and it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work for me. Like,
it's such a simple story. Like the premise is so simple. I don't know why they had to just like make it all convoluted and shit. And I don't like it, man. Even the action wasn't even very good. It was just.
No.
Oh, I can't believe John Woo made that movie, man.
It was nice to see some, traditional car chases and actual cars, crashing. That was good rather than CG. But apart from that, man, it was lackluster. From John Woo, man, you expect all sorts. But
you think he could do that stuff in his sleep? Seriously, like like he could like have a really bad cold and still make a cool action movie. But like, oh man, why did they say it in France of all places? Like every decision they made to change it was like a really bad decision. It was just
tax breaks. It's got to be tax breaks. Honestly, I mean the whole movie reeked of tax breaks. It reeked of opportunism. It reeked of streaming, is what it reeked of. And I think as the rise of streaming continues, we're going to see more churn. Just like this, just coming out just vanilla versions of the movies that you grew up and loved, and it's not about they're doing it for any love. And John Woo will have got a paycheck. He'd have been quite happy, but it's about IP, isn't it? It's just about service and IP. It's probably whatever studio owned that particular property and needed to make a movie out of it before the IP expired. So they did.
I told you I was the same. Michael Myers says The Killer was a remake. I remember seeing it and just going past it. And then I just read somewhere John Woo's remaking The Killer. And I thought, shit, I've just seen that. It's already out. It's just already out to watch. And I watched it and I was like so excited to watch it. And I started watching it and I was like, this ain't real, man. What's going on here? Jay Bushy said I got to see the Chow Yun-fat movie The Corruptor in theaters back then. Yeah, that wasn't a great movie.
Is that the Mark Wahlberg one?
Yeah. I think The Replacement Killers is like a better rip-off John Woo movie than any of the stuff he's done in the past few years.
Is that the one with,
at least it's
enjoyable. Mira Sorvino?
Yeah, and Michael Rooker's the sort of bad guy. Well, he's a cop of it, but like he's not the main bad guy. Yeah. John Woo turned for me when he did a mega crappy Dolph Lundgren movie called Blackjack, where the hero is afraid of milk. Yeah, I think he did a bunch of like pilots for TV shows or something, and I think that might have been one of them.
I think that's the problem. I think had John Woo just stayed in his native country doing his native movies, I think we'd probably see something like a Takashi Miike today, like an absolute master at his craft, but he didn't. He took those American dollars. Didn't really know how to communicate with actors in English. I mean, I don't know that. I was never on set, but I think it's not a huge guess to say that he doesn't get the best out of his performers right enough when it's in a different language. He maybe has a translator, but when you take him over to his native countries, it's a different story. You get these absolutely super fueled, fantastic movies that actually culturally match as well, about honor and stuff like that. There ain't no honor. There ain't no honor in Western society, man. We watch it and go, that doesn't make sense. Blah 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 blah. That doesn't make fucking sense. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? That's because we don't have honor in our society. But if you look at the society where John Woo comes from, and that makes perfect sense because that's how these guys were all brought up, and you're like, yeah. And that's why you get into it. That's why it works. You know what I mean? And plus, he can get a tune out of the fucking actors because he speaks the same language.
Yeah. I also think the guy that made The Grudge, and we love The Grudge, man. I know me and you do, Pete. All his American movies, shit, all crap. How can I don't know how the same guy made The Grudge. Even when he remade The Grudge, he did a crap job of it. Same guy. He's like, obviously he's talented. He made The Grudge, and then he's made when all the stuff he makes in America is just trash.
English. I'll tell you what. It goes both ways, and I shouldn't lay the director's shoes completely. How do you direct English-speaking actors, but also from English-speaking actors, how do they communicate what the directions they're actually receiving? Because they don't know. The thing with directors like this, when they're from a certain culture, they're saying words, but you're not getting the connotations with them. Where if let's say John Woo spoke to a chap of his own culture and said, okay, this is a matter of honor, blah 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 blah, that guy would completely get it because he's brought up in that culture. He knows exactly what honor entails. He knows the repercussions, the ripple effect, and all that. Where in the Western society, honor is just a word. It's just a word.
Do you think in Hard Target, do you think they brought in like his own crew to make Hard Target? Because it's very similar, like the explosions and the way it's filmed is very similar to like Hardballed and all those ones. You think he brought lots of people in?
Well, I think John Woo probably had an advantage there because for a start off, when we go and see a Van Damme movie, especially from that age, let's be honest, we're not going to see anything with masterclass acting, okay? And Van Damme, pretty much does the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator out in that he says maybe 3-4 words at a time, and that's it. So you can't really go wrong. There's not really much about honor. It's implied honor in that movie, which is probably a good thing, and it works for it, But the storyline of that
isn't it? It's very straightforward.
Very
it's
simple.
just like
very simple. Yeah, very very simple. You can't go wrong. And plus,
it's got a great baddie as well. It's got a great villain to it.
Exactly.
This movie had a crappy villain.
At that point, action was absolutely flailing in America at that point. It was hitting a bad patch. Everybody, all the execs are looking at John Woo's movie and you go, that's what we want over here. Can you do that over here? We'll give you anything we want. So I think he pretty much had...
Pete, that's not right. That's not right, Pete. That's not right.
What? Why?
1991 was like one of the best years ever for like action movies. And that
Tell
was
me, what?
A year before
1991? What?
1991 had thousands of good, excellent action movies. It had Last Boy Scout, Last Action.
And you're going to say the Last Boy Scout.
Ricochet. I had Harley Davidson, the Marlboro Man. Had Showdown Little Tokyo. Had loads of great ones. Terminator 2 had all the excellent action movies.
Terminator 2 was 1992. Terminator 2 was 1992, was it? Yeah, I think so.
Okay, bro.
Fight.
Was it?
No, it was 1991, dude.
All right,
Even if
okay.
it was 1992, you just said the action movies, they couldn't make them in America, so they got John Woo over. So it doesn't matter if it was 1991. Maybe it was 1992, it wouldn't matter. But I'm just saying there was tons
Maybe
of
my
great ones.
comments were a little bit hasty. Okay. Maybe what I meant to say was the choreography of action they couldn't do.
Yeah.
At that point. And that's why and
Tony
that's why we
Scott was
love
killing
John
it,
Woo.
man, in the 90s with action. He was killing it. He had like a whole everyone nicks off. Two people that nick off is John Woo and Tony Scott were the two people that all the action movies were nicking off.
Well, at the moment, you don't need a John Woo because you've got the guys that are doing the John Wick movies, you know. And I would say if you talk to our fresh face, you know, youngster audiences these days, they would probably look at those action movies, the John Wick movies, as the pinnacle action movies, rather than the John Woo movies, where you don't realize the John Woo movies actually inspired the John Wick movies, and that it's the thing is about John Woo action movies. The violence was like a symphony. It was perfectly choreographed. He also had a mind on editing. He also
Point Break,
had a mind
1991. Point Break, 1991.
Holy shit. Okay. Listen, just when we go back and we let's just delete what I said about 1991.
Steven Seagal, 1991.
Nah, listen, fuck off. You're not having that one, like Steven Seagal.
I am having that one, thank you very much.
Oh, wait there. Choreographed action. Hold on. I'll give you a bit of Steven Seagal here. Like that, go. I'm going. Hey, can you see me? I go. Hey, listen. Hey, what is it?
He wasn't like that in 1991. He was cool in 1991.
Fucking hell, Via, you know much.
Yeah, is it? Just that. There you go.
That's that. Whatever it is he does, jiu-jitsu or something. What's it called?
Oh, mate, it's slapping with elbows. That's all it is. Slapping with elbows and wrists.
1991. The hard way.
But he's a black belt.
Anyway, let's.
Yeah, true.
In that one. I was just gonna say, if speaking of The Killer, if you want to watch a good action movie, have you seen Kill yet? Kill. It's an Indian action movie.
No.
It's the best action movie that came out this year. If you want to watch a really good action movie, watch Kill. Just call KILL. Check it out. It's amazing. And
what's it about, Matt? I've heard something about an Indian action movie recently.
What's
it about? It's about a serial killer.
No. It's a very, very simplistic movie. It's like a couple of commandos from the Indian Army. They get on a train, and a bunch of bandits come on the train, and trying to rob everybody. And it's just the bandits versus these guys. But it's awesome. It's really, 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 really well done. It's a bit like John Wick, but it's just fighting and action all the way through it. And I tell you what's cool. You know, Indian movies, they have this reputation for being super long. So they normally have like an intermission halfway through. So in India, we'll watch a movie for an hour and a half. There'll be an intermission. Everybody leaves, has a snack, and then comes back and watches the second half. Now, this movie isn't that long, but it has an intermission in it. So up to the intermission point, which is about 50 minutes into the movie, it's a proper good action movie. It's like violent and like chaotic. And then as soon as the intermission finishes, it just turns up and it's even more violent and even more hectic and even more just like balls to the wall. It's awesome, man. Seriously. Halfway through the movie, I was thinking this is a good action movie. And then after the second half kicked in, I was like, this is awesome, man. Check it out. It's called Kill. It's really, really good.
Yeah, I will do.
Is that on Netflix?
I don't know. I got it off one of their websites. But yeah, it's wicked, man. It's really good. Okay. Right. So, okay. Comments. Eric Cantona indeed is in The Killer. He's not too bad in actually. Face Off was kind of when he peaked in the US, and that was when the magic. And yeah, I don't understand. He's like, he was going up, and then he went to Face Off, and he was like, it was up here. And then I don't know why he just didn't keep going, and then he just went down. I think Wind Talkers was like the dip, and then after that, he just trailed off.
It's got to be Wind Talkers, yeah. I mean, because I remember Face Off when it came out. I remember Empire, and it was on the poster and everything. Went literally the best action movie ever made. That's what Empire said out, 5 stars. And then he made Wind Talkers with Christian Slater and that. Probably not a good movie.
Michael Myers,
mind you, you know, Broken Arrow was quite cool.
Yeah, I love Broken Arrow. JCVD had a thing for bringing Far East directors over. He did the same with Ringo Lam. and Sweetheart, but not with his. Yeah, those movies weren't good. One was called Knockoff, and I can't remember what the other one was called. Maximum Risk. Yeah, I think Maximum Risk had that last from God, what's that movie called? Species.
Natasha Henstridge.
Natasha Henstridge, yeah.
Mind you, I'd watch Paint Dry if it had Natasha Henstridge in it, to be fair.
Yeah.
The chick off Species, you know. I can be just laid down going to sleep, and someone will say the chick off Species, and I'll go, what? Where? Show me where. I love that girl.
And then you watched Ghost of Mars and thought, well, maybe not.
Aye, that's true. That is true.
T2, yeah, T2 is definitely 1991. Double Impact, 1991. There's not much point now because there's no action stars left to do movies justice. This is absolutely true. Got the Statham, and that's it. Out for Justice, yeah, it totally is Michael Myers. He knows his Steven Seagal movies. It's no Under Siege 2, but it's bloody good. Was not expecting Gremlin Kung Fu.
Exactly. Tonight, you get it, man. You get it, Michael Myers.
Kill the one on a train or something. Yes, it is, mate. It is. It's on a train. And it's fantastic. Didn't he do? He did.
Is there any snakes?
Yeah,
snakes
with,
on that train.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. But for John Woo,
yeah, gotcha.
Ghost of Mars had Henstridge. That one was like pain dry. I'm afraid it was. John Carpenter, man. Right, okay. Let's. While we mentioned that, all right, yeah, new movies. Ooh. So what I watched today? I watched.
I can be screen.
Blink Twice. You guys watch Blink Twice? Yeah, I think
I like Blink Twice. Yeah.
I don't know. Too.
Yeah,
Who was in it? I can't remember. Who was in it?
Channing Tatum's in it.
I'm not going to watch anything with him in it.
Zoe Kravitz's directorial debut.
Mm-hmm. It was quite good, wasn't it? I kind of had it figured.
I really liked it.
Pretty much what was going on about halfway through, and I didn't like having to wait around for the people in the movie to catch up. But I kind of had it figured. Like it felt like an Epstein Island sort of crap thing going on.
It was a total Epstein Island. It was.
So, yeah.
But, I mean, what caught me, I'm amazed that Zoe Kravitz hasn't directed a film before, because directing in this movie was fantastic. I mean, there's some proper Scorsese shots going about parties, and every little angle of the camera is meant to be like that, to tell you a certain aspect of the story. And I thought it was masterful. Like, I thought she's a great
soundtrack choices were good as well. Soundtrack choices matched the movie very, very well.
Yeah. So Channing Tatum was a dick. You know, he needed to be. He needed. I think in his career, he needed a part where he's not just a chump or, the guy from 21 Jump Street or 22 Jump Street or anything like that. And this is that part for him. He's a real evil, nasty billionaire that doesn't give a fuck about the mere mortals. And he does it so psychopathically, so narcissistically, and that's perfect. Like, it's a great role. I love the movie. I thought it was great.
Yeah. I didn't love it. I thought it was a very, very decent movie. A bit too long, but I'm just going to be a tiny bit controversial here and just saying, like I said, the movie reminded me of Epstein Island very much.
Yeah.
I was looking at the credits, and it's a Jew fest. It's an absolute Jew fest from beginning to end. The credits of everyone involved in producing the movie, and not one of the baddies in the movie, they're all like Christian names. Even Christian Slater's in it, but like they're all like non-Jews in the bad roles. But in real life, it's like totally the other way around. It's like it felt like they were trying to like, I'm going to tell a story like this, but flip it round so it's like these are the baddies. So don't think about these people as the baddies. I'm just going to put that out there. That's what I thought when I was looking at the credits at the end.
Were you waiting for an extra bit of the credits? Like, were you waiting for an extra little bit?
You were like, Bernstein, I knew it.
You see, watch the credits, dude. You'll see.
That'd be hilarious.
Even Zoe Kravitz, she's a Jew as well. Anyway, I'm probably going to drop some.
Doesn't look very Jewish, man.
Well, I watched yesterday. We watched what was it? I watched That Afraid The Blumhouse Afraid.
I watched
Did you
that.
watch that?
It was horrible.
It wasn't.
Yeah, I
wasn't
watched it.
very
It was
good.
horrible.
It wasn't
Man.
very good.
No.
Okay, okay.
Honestly,
watched-
Blumhouse, they get a good idea, but they don't have a story, so it just ends up being nonsensical and doesn't make any sense. And it was like all the way through, it was like, why are they doing that? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? It was
No,
just,
but
it's like,
I watched the Blumhouse movie the other day actually. What was it called? It's a girl got shipwrecked on a desert island.
oh, okay.
And there's a monster.
That's a few years old, that isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2019. I think it came out. Oh, what's it called? Sweetheart. What do
Is
you
it
think of
good?
that?
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
Oh, it's really
it good?
good. Well, there might not be a monster. It could be a monster. I don't know. No spoilers.
It's like a survival thing against a monster.
You've already totally spoiled it, Owen. Your
Okay,
first line was,
there's
there's a woman with a monster.
Comes out
Right,
nighttime.
okay.
Then the island comes out nighttime.
Yeah.
I thought
Oh, that was the other movie I saw was Cuckoo.
I
What
am
the hell was
saying
that, dude? Honestly, that was a bit too.
You know what? Honestly, right? What my routine is I come in, or well, not I come in because I work from home most days, but I take the dog for a walk, and then I take it for a last walk at 8 o'clock. I take it nice and early, and then I go up to bed and I'll watch a movie or some shit like that, just without the dog. You know what I mean? Fucking without the dog. And I've put Cuckoo on twice, and I really want to see it. But each time I've just gone, nah, I'm not in the mood, or fallen asleep. I will watch it. I got to the part where the wee girl was having some kind of tremor, and she takes the headphones off, and suddenly the camera goes.
It was repeating, wasn't it? It was repeating.
Yeah. And I realized at that point, I thought, do you know what? This is too heavy for us, calm down type of thing. But so I will watch it. I'm into it, but it seems to be, and I think Dan Stevens, by the way, is the savior of fucking cinema these days.
Oh,
he's fucking brilliant. Dan Stevens, isn't it, man? He's
He's okay. He's not great in it, but he's I like him. I do like him. I do like him.
Well, listen to Vassie Elwood. He's brilliant. He's got a German accent, and this is like, hello. Well, that's not even German. You know what I mean? He's great in this. He's great. But yeah, it's fucking Dan Stevens in that. But what you watched the whole movie, Vass? No spoilers. What did you think?
No spoilers.
I thought. I've got a theory, that in the past 10, 15 years, right, these independent filmmakers who used to make all these pretentious movies that no one would watch, they kind of clicked on that's like horror movies are popular. If we make these pretentious independent movies and stick a bit of horror in it, and people start watching it. So, and this is the one, because it doesn't actually make very much
David
sense.
Lynch here, right? Yeah.
No. David Lynch is good, man.
Fucking
but it doesn't make much sense at all. And like people were like getting shot, but they weren't dying, and they were just. It's like they kill someone off. You think, okay, they're dead. Where's the story going to go out? And then they'll just pop up again. It happened like with 3-4 different characters. I'm thinking, I'm sure he was just shot and he was dead. He was out the scene. He was gone, and then he'll just turn up again. I'm like, you think we were going to forget that you just shot him and got out the jeopardy? And now he's back again as the main baddie, and I'm like, what's going on here? But they just
sounds like Scream 6, man.
It was. It has little bits that were good, little moments that were good. But seriously, man, I wouldn't watch it again. I wouldn't watch it again.
Did you watch? Did you guys watch Long Legs?
I did. I like Long Legs very much. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, me too.
I don't like small movies, but I
to
like
that
Long Legs,
movie.
man. Long Legs was proper good. Do you like it, Pete?
Say that again, Elwood?
I had to go to the cinema twice to see that movie. The first time I got there, it was cancelled. And they emailed me. They emailed me.
You see it in the cinema?
What?
You saw it at the cinema, though, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Well done. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, me and Joe went.
What do you think?
Oh, shit.
What do you think?
It's shit.
What? You're gonna fucking say that. You're gonna fucking say that, man. Elwood.
What's the barbarians in there? Oh, fuck off! It's fucking shit.
Listen, I thought it was a piece of work. I thought it was I thought it was masterful. I thought it was masterfully directed and everything like that. It has this palpable, I should say, sense of dread. And the ending,
I was thinking the same
you know,
thing.
you realize you're actually watching a devil movie. You're watching an occult movie, right
Yeah.
here. You're watching, a Satan movie, which is good. Everyone's raving about Nicolas Cage, and listen, he was great. Don't get me wrong, he was
good,
fucking
But
absolutely
the movie's
great.
better than him.
But,
The movie's better than him.
but the movie's better than him. Yeah, exactly. Longlegs is a great movie, and I can't wait to watch it again. I watched it, and I thought I'm going to leave that a month or two, think about it, and then go and watch it again. And that's my plan. It's a really
I was reading. People were saying it's not a horror film. And I'm saying, what do you like?
absolutely a horror
Like
film.
Seven and Silence of the Lambs. They say
Nah.
it's a horror movie. I'm saying, but it's as dark as those, and it's supernatural as well. It actually
Yeah.
is. It's like
Yeah.
it actually
It's
is like demonic
it's
forces
kind
going
of Longlegs. I know this is a stretch, and Elwood, I know you're going to disagree with me on this, but Longlegs is it's kind of up there with the Omen. You know what I mean? It's kind of end of the world stuff. It's like a prophecy that's coming that's coming to fruition, where people, us mere mortals have no choice but to succumb as soon as it's in its presence, and that's what's scary as fuck about it.
Kind of
Like,
killing, isn't it? It was kind of killing.
yeah, totally. No, I love Longlegs. And it had that Silence of the Lambs vibe going through it and everything like that. Did I think, what's her name? Mika Monroe. Sometimes I kind of wished, my only gripe is sometimes I kind of wish that she could bring a little bit more, maybe a bit of aggression.
Very
but I
muted
think that's probably
performance, isn't it? Very muted. Yeah.
yeah,
Not very
yeah.
emotional.
I think that's probably just me as a viewer wanting her to do these things, and and maybe that reaction's on purpose.
She was a bit fucked up, wasn't she? Something happened.
Well, I mean, it hints on the very first scene that she's psychic. It hints on in the very first scene when she, I think she's going to a serial killer.
Yeah, she just knows
Exactly. Yeah, and I've just had a feeling. So it hints that she's got, and you know what? I love that. Do you know why? Because it reminds me very much of the original Japanese version of Ring, where the father suddenly pipes up and goes, "I have, psychic tendencies myself," and he does, and you're like, "That good, holy shit!" And more power to any director or writer to introduce that shit into the fucking narrative. Yeah. As long as it's filmed seriously, people will believe it.
I'm glad they leaned into the supernatural thing, especially at the end. I was so happy because I was thinking they're going to do something here and they're going to have some sort of natural explanation for everything, but they didn't. They leaned into it, and I was like, "Yeah, go on, my son. That's exactly what you want to do." And did you enjoy seeing the demons? The demons kept appearing and disappearing in the back frames.
Yeah,
I love that, man. I love seeing that.
Especially where she was in the wee dark cabin type of thing, or was it a cabin or whatever? But when the doorbell rang and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure I could see stuff in the background as well.
I think I saw at least 6 or 7 times a demon would appear somewhere in the background and then just evaporate. I thought, I love that, man. That's so cool.
I didn't see any of them demons.
I gotta pay attention, man. Pay attention to it.
He was in the cinema as well, man.
I saw it on Twitter. Somebody mentioned it on Twitter, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna look out for that." And all the way through the movie, I was scouring the background looking for them, and every time I saw it, I was like, "Tick." That's right.
My nephew Joe went to see it at the cinema, and he came back and he said, this is the best thing since sliced bread. And I was like, okay, but I don't want to overhype it. So I watched it. And while, I remember the movie finishing, and I was going, but I think the power of Longlegs is it grows in your head. I definitely appreciate it, from watching, but it grew. So, like I said, my plan is to wait a month, watch it again, and look for all those things that you did. But listen, it's
movies that are brooding. I don't know like a brooding and like very slow and methodical. But this one, man, just hit the nail on the head. It did so well.
Yeah.
Should we move on to Salem's Lot? So try and
Hold
get
on.
the trailer up.
Hold on, guys. There's definitely more movies that we've seen. There's got to be
Go on, then.
good. Right. I know this one isn't horror, but have you guys watched Rebel Ridge yet?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it was good. It was really good. Not an action movie though. But
Fucking
it's good.
great.
It was really good. It was like
No,
First Blood. It was basically First Blood. That's what
First Blood, man. First Blood.
Yeah,
Well,
really
the
well
same director did a movie called Blue Ruin and Green Room, and they're great
same
movies.
guy.
His third movie. Say again.
I didn't know that's the guy that made it.
Yeah. His third movie wasn't so hot, but this is great, man. I mean, I watched it, I think, a couple of nights ago, and I was like, going, "Holy shit, that was awesome!" Like, do you know what?
Movie, yeah.
I think since the last time we did a stream, I'm not lying. I've seen loads. I've been watching everything. Like, I'll think
Did
of
you watch
other movies, but
Borderlands?
let's go on.
I want to know. Did you watch Borderlands?
Did watch Borderlands.
I was so happy. I was so
Henry's
happy the movie was a flop. Really, I was so happy
Aye.
because
Aye.
whoever's
It deserved to be a flop.
the
Like,
producer that gave Eric, what's his name? The director?
Eli
Eric
Roth.
Eli Roth, $100 million
Did he do it?
to make a movie, deserves
Wow.
everything he gets. Why would you give that dude $100 million to make a movie?
It's on the back of that. It's on the back of that Disney scary kids movie that he did.
that a hit?
That was quite successful. Yeah. I mean, it has to be. That's I'm not sure I would give Eli Roth $100 million and say go and make a big ass video game adaptation.
The movie was like lifeless. The whole thing was like lifeless. Like had no heart to it at all. It was just like I was watching. I'm like,
with it, I thought it had a Kevin Hart.
Yeah, it did have a Kevin Hart. What the hell was he doing in that movie, man? It's just everything was annoying about that movie.
Casting was wrong and everything like that.
Yeah,
mind you,
the budget was 115 mil, and it made 30 mil worldwide, and it only made back the marketing costs were 30 mil on top of the 115 mil, so it just made the marketing costs back, but it didn't even make any of the budget back at all. So,
right, listen, before we guys go on, did you guys watch the Crow remake?
No.
Nah, I haven't.
I got 10 minutes into it, man. I went, "This is a piece of shit," and then just turned it off.
I'm not even a fan of the original, gotta say.
I've seen the reviews, and the reviews are shocking.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, do you know what, Vas? It's interesting you say that. I kind of put the original Crow as a 6 or 7 out of 10 movie. I think it's no more, no less. I get that the guy died in it and all that. Yeah, it's a strange one. It's a strange one.
Right, look, let's listen. Go on.
Well, I'm going to nip to the toilet.
Yeah, I'll go to the comments.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go to the comments quickly, and then we'll get on to the Salem's Lot. Dave Boosty said, "I like and find Dan Stevens. I find him the new Carrie Elwes."
You're right, Dave. He's the best.
I like, yeah, okay, there's the same one again. I like Dan Stevens. Oh, 3 times, dude. It's 4 times. Okay, let's skip that one. Michael Myers, we're gonna go see The Substance. Looks very weird. I heard that was like a crazy movie. Michael Myers likes spotting pipes in the background on Ghostwatch. There you go. The Crow remake deserved what it got. The only thing that would have made it perfect if Eli Roth had directed it and he had 2 flops in a row. That would have made me very, very happy. I found watching Borderlands as instead Boring Lands. I'll have a boosted 10. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch that Borderlands crap.
Right. Shall I see if I can get this trailer going?
Get the trailer going, man.
See if I can get this to work.
You're not going to get copyrighted.
If we do, it's going to be Pete's fault.
Trailer should be all right because people want you to share trailers. That's what I'm thinking.
You know what? I've got to say, I was looking at the IMDb of Salem's Lot, And
like most days. Like every day.
So I was looking at the I was looking at the I was wondering who's going to play Barlow, the main vampire, because for the longest time it wasn't on there. Barlow was just missing out the cast list, and I was thinking, oh no, they're going to have a CGI Barlow in the movie. Oh. That's going to be terrible. Why? Don't do that. But then he popped up on the IMDb in the past like week or so. So the guy who's playing it is like this skinny dude who, like, you know how Guillermo del Toro, he has this one guy who plays like a character in all his movies. He's like very skinny and moves around. He plays a fish in one movie, and he's in Pan's Labyrinth. There's the guy with the things in his hands. He's that kind of a. He plays monsters all the time. He just plays monsters. So he's going to be playing Barlow. So no idea how that's going to go, but I'm happy they've got an actor to play Barlow, and it's not CGI. Because seriously, for a while there, I was thinking, oh my god, Barlow's going to be CGI. So remember that movie last year, Boogeyman? Yeah, not a bad movie, but if they had made the Boogeyman actually like an actor playing Boogeyman, would have been much better than. The whole thing was like the villain is a CGI character. Don't do that. Don't. That's a very, very bad idea.
It is bad.
Although in the trailer you can see when the kid's at the window on the trailer, that's not real. That dude. That's CGI. And you know what the trailer reminded me of?
Play the trailer.
What?
Play the trailer. Then we'll
play the trailer.
Play the trailer.
I'm just worried it's going to get taken off before we bloody talk
about it. It'll be fine, but it'll be fine.
Salem's.
Play it smaller. Play it in that little black box there. Play it in that black box.
Honestly, I think we're allowed to play trailers. We're allowed to play trailers. So loads of people do trailer reactions and it'd be fine. It's a trailer.
The night time's so dark in the trailer, man. It was like 3 times on full brightness. It was can't see shit. Yeah. Right. Let me just figure out how to do this one. Present. Share screen.
Here we go.
Share.
Oh.
Can you see anything there? Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm going to play it.
I've always written stories
Max original
about things that are so terrible. You'll run away until your brain won't remember.
So why did you come back?
I'm here for research.
What exactly, though, are you researching?
I can see you lying back in your satin dress.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary in the lot recently?
Come to the
sundown.
There are some folks who've had some kind of unusual experiences. They used to tell us stories about this place. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into here.
Annie, where are you? Answer me.
This is not a disease you can catch.
You better take it.
If we don't fight back, they'll come for us eventually.
Things have gone bad in the lot now.
It's not safe!
And you've been creeping round my back stairs.
What do we?
I'm down for that. Like, I'm down for that. The wee
I don't know.
little,
I'm in two minds. I don't know.
Max
I wasn't blown away by it.
Is it getting a cinema
Right.
release?
It is, yeah.
No, is it?
In UK, it is. It's coming out on the 10th, I think, 10th or 11th in the UK. But it's
In the
been
cinema?
on Max. Yeah.
Holy shit!
But it would have already been out
why
on
would
Max
you go?
week.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it'll be on Dodgy Box, right? So okay.
Correct.
I've been watching it on. I was watching on a little mobile phone there, and I couldn't read. But I'm pretty sure the first time I saw it was on a big screen, and it gave me a little teaser, and it was a wee bit jerky there, so just on my side. But when I originally watched it, I could see the kid at the window scene that was definitely getting replicated, and I could also see little red eyes, like as in red lights. In their eyes on the original trailer. Was that the same trailer that I watched? It must have been.
Yeah, there's only one trailer out, and that's it. But
No,
those lights
that
in
was
the
the same.
eyes,
Okay.
they look like they've been put in post. They don't look like they've got lenses in. It looks like they put them in post. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
And the bit where the guy's in the street,
I like them.
and there's vampires on the top of the buildings. 30
Yeah.
days a night, dude. That is 30 days a night. Totally. Don't you think?
Yeah, definitely.
True.
And that was
am I right? The nighttime scenes
that was the only cool bit of that trailer that looked kind of cool. The rest of it just looks like a made-for-TV Stephen King. Yeah, I've got a better version of The Shining.
Yeah. You know what the first thing I thought of when I saw
Stephen TV Shining?
Yeah,
mini series. Is that right?
Mini series. Right?
Yeah, the first thing I thought was the 2005 The Fog remake, because all the scenes at nighttime have this kind of green sort of filter on it, and the fog is all CGI. There's no real fog in it. I don't know if you noticed. It's all fake fog, and all I was thinking was that's like the fog.
Yeah.
But
there's too many bits that were like
you hate that movie. You hate the fog.
I mean, the fog shit. It's not. I don't hate it. It's a shit film. So it just is. But I don't know why. I don't know. It doesn't look that practical to me.
Well, listen. Can I appeal to the people in the comments right now? Okay, well, I'm not talking to Elwood. I'm not talking to Vasi. I'm talking to the people in the comments. Right. This movie's going to come out on what, the 5th of October? Is that right?
Third.
Yeah.
3rd.
3rd of October. 3rd of October. Okay. Right. Me, Vasi, and Elwood are going to a cabin, literally a cabin in the literal woods for Halloween, right? Where we're going to do a live stream cast, right? Now, what I've said to Vas is, don't watch this fucking movie until Halloween, and we'll all watch it together, and then we'll fucking tell the world what we think of it. And don't read any reviews or anything like that. Just for like 28 days, don't fucking press play.
Not happening.
Now, Vasi said, it's going to be a tricky one for him, right? I'm asking the people in the comments, do you think Vasi should hold off till Halloween and we all watch it together, and then we give our review out and what we think? All honest review. I'll hold off. Elwood's already agreed he'll hold off. In fact, Elwood's probably already forgotten about the Salem slot. Exactly. So tell us what you think. Should Vasi hold off till Halloween, to our Halloween stream, to watch this fucking movie?
I didn't even want to watch the trailer, but I couldn't help myself, dude. I could not help myself. It was there, and I was like, I've been waiting 5 years for this flipping movie since it was announced. 5 years.
Do you know, I'm going to regurgitate the words that you said to me when Evil Dead Rise came out. You were like, Peter, you built this up too much, man. Whatever shit you throw on screen, you're going to think it's fucking brilliant. And guess what? I did think it was fucking brilliant. It was only about 6 months later I came back and went, okay, it wasn't the best movie of the year. It was all right. It was all right. It wasn't amazing.
Let's check the
So yeah, check the comments.
All right, let's have a look here. Michael Myers, remember watching Roth's attempt at a cannibal movie revival was total garbage. It was total garbage. It was about as bad as the original movies that it was trying to be like.
Yeah, that's
Michael
true.
Myers,
That's
I
true.
blow my socks off. No. The Old Boy, I guarantee it'll be shit. That's what I'm afraid of. But I do have pretty high expectations. Like I'm trying to dampen them just a little bit. I'm trying my best.
I like that, The Old Boy. I like that, The Old Boy. I guarantee it'll be shit. That's
Sounds like the plan, Michael Myers says.
I think that's the comment of the night.
Yeah, there was a cracking remake of Rob Lowe, yeah. Although the Rob Lowe one, as a version of Salem's novel, it's not too bad. But as a scary movie, it's shit. Joe Norton says, "Yep, should wait."
Exactly.
Yeah. The fact is, though, guys, I'm not going to be able to wait. I'm going to stay up until it comes out. I'll be on my streaming thing, my download thing. I'll be waiting for it to pop up, and as soon as it pops up, I'll be downloading it. I won't even go to bed.
You should wait. You should wait. Right. I'll put it this way, Vass. Right. I'll put it this way. I don't think me and you and Elwood have been in the same room for 30 years. All right? Or close to 30 years. Now, I know that your love for me and Elwood and you being in the same room should be more than a poxy fucking Salem's Lot remake, right? For a start, right? So let's put that into perspective. Real friend? Salem's Lot. I'm just laying the guilt on you right now, right? There's the guilt right now. And if you do watch it, you had better pretend that you fucking hadn't.
Guilt trip, man. Guilt trip. No good.
You better be super surprised at everything that comes on that movie. Go, ooh, mind me! I never expected that.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll try. All I can say is I'll try. I will try. I'll try not to watch it. But, I was going to watch it at the cinema, and I thought I won't be able to even wait a week.
Rabina,
available. I won't be able to wait a week to watch it at the cinema.
From October the 3rd, please turn his Wi-Fi off. Please turn his fucking Wi-Fi off for like a whole month, man. Right? Trust me, he needs his Wi-Fi turned off anyway. You know, just generally. But definitely from October the 3rd, cancel that shit.
Michael Myers says kind of hate modern Stephen King movies. Couldn't stand it. Oh, I like it.
I didn't like
it should be something more spectacular than Salem's Lot. Yeah.
MGM.
You put me in a tricky situation, Pete. I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all.
You got to do it, man. Come on, it's a fucking Halloween challenge. You know what I mean?
When you first mentioned it, I was thinking it was going to be out late in October, not on October the 3rd. That's like
to be fair,
4 weeks.
To be fair, you know, why would you release it October the 3rd? That's kind of stupid. But they did. That's not our fault. That doesn't make us stupid. Okay? That just means, I mean, we've got to be smart. We just, you know, we see a Salem's Lot review, we go blah, blah, blah. Press the little cross button. Don't read it or anything like that. You just got to do that. You just got to do that. You can do that. You can do that, Bass. You can do that. You can. It's within your power. And then we all watch it together, and we constructively.
I feel like an addict, you know, who's like got to stay off watching Salem's Lot, the new one.
Exactly. I mean, I think we can probably say at this point, right? We can probably say, and I think this is the best way to set our expectations. It's probably not going to be great. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that because purely it's streaming on the 3rd. You know, Evil Dead Rise was a streaming movie. It got a cinema release. This was a cinema movie. It got a streaming release. So that in itself probably tells you that you know it's probably not the best. However, I'm pretty sure when Toby Hooper's TV movie came out, they were like, we're not sure how this is going to land. You know. And it may be fantastic, but all I'm saying is, if it is a piece of shit, How fucking guilty are you going to feel that you betrayed the fucking boys, man? You betrayed Peter and fucking Elwood.
Well, what
You're going to feel like
happens
shit.
when we watch it in a cabin in the woods on Halloween and it's crap and it spoils my whole weekend and I'll be depressed for the whole weekend. Then what happens?
You won't be depressed for the whole weekend because you'll have me and Elwood. Plus, we'll fucking have a Ouija board and some shit like that. We'll be doing some crazy shit, man. Crazy shit.
Still talking about Salem's Lot, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah. Of course we're talking about Salem. I'm just persuading you. No, I'm joking. There won't be a Ouija board. I'm only joking. There won't be a Ouija board. But yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll watch it. It'll be cool. Do you know what? At the very least, we'll have a good laugh. You know, we'll have a good laugh at it. Or if by any chance it's awesome, we'll rave its awesomeness. Yeah. You know, wouldn't that be nice that we've all seen a fucking cool movie together?
Yeah, the reviews are going to be out straight away and we're going to know if it's good or bad. Because, like, if it's a turkey, everyone's going to be saying it's a turkey. And if it's not, then everyone's going to say it's not. So.
Don't read the reviews. Don't read the reviews. You have a choice.
How do you avoid these things, David? You can't avoid them.
You can't ignore them. You can't ignore them.
I said Salem's Lot so many times. Half my feed is all bloody Salem's Lot. It comes up by itself. I don't put it up there.
Oh yeah, good point. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say to your wife again, please just turn off his internet for a month until he gets to the cabin. That would be cool.
Yeah, Michael Myers says Evil Dead would be a better movie to watch in a cabin in the woods.
Oh, we can watch all of those movies, Michael. We can watch all of those movies. Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna watch some fucking crazy shit, man. We're gonna have a good time. My plan is to stick the dog in a kennels. I've just got to find a kennel that will actually accept her, but I'm getting close.
That would be great if you could do that, dude.
Yeah.
Right, is there any more thoughts on Salem's Lot before we move to the last topic?
Well, I've got no thoughts on Salem's Lot.
I don't think you're not that interested, are you, Elwood? Seriously, you're not that interested?
Not in Salem's Lot, no.
No, never mind.
I haven't seen the original.
What?
Why, you're a dark horse.
Well, I might have seen bits and pieces, but
you haven't seen the original.
That doesn't make sense.
You have. Oh, yeah, you have.
I know the tapping on the window. I know the tapping on the window.
Vasi's just saying that to wind you up. He's seen it, man. He said it. He just maybe can't. He just maybe can't remember every single minute of the 3 hours. That's all
the way through.
I watched it when it was on a series every week. I'm telling you, a series.
Shut up! It was never a series.
It was a series.
It wasn't a series.
I remember that, mate, when it was a television series and it had adverts in, every 15 minutes and that, like Coronation Street and that. Yeah, I remember that too. But, definitely a series.
Soap opera.
It's pretty much, man. Pretty much. It's like, what's David Soul doing today? Oh, he's pretty sad because but there's John McClane's wife. They're getting off with each other, and then we'll see you tomorrow for the next half hour. I remember now, man.
I think that's brilliant. I think so.
The reviews can definitely be avoided with sheer willpower.
Exactly.
Thing is,
exactly.
Even the thumbnails, they'll tell you if it's good or bad on the thumbnail. They don't even you don't have to watch the review. They'll either be like this or they'll be like this with a stupid face on. If it's crap, so I'll know straight away.
We're on a horror stream, and a guy called Michael Myers has just told you, show some fucking willpower.
Yeah.
It's fucking Michael Myers, man. Show some fucking willpower. You can do it.
The short version of Salem's Lot's Michael Myers is actually very good. It's very good. The short version. That's the one I've got. I've got the short version. Can you see it? Right. Okay. Let's move on to the last bit, shall we?
Okay.
Right. So this one is David.
Yeah, I'm sure the point of this was about some questions or something. Because I've wrote questions. Yeah. I wrote some things down, and I'm looking at them, and I'm thinking, "What the fucking hell is all that?" Do you know what I mean?
Well, what will happen, Elwood, is Vasi will remind you what the questions were.
Yeah.
And that will shed light of what your answers were.
Yes.
And then you'll go, Right.
All right, so let me just plug the guy's channel because he's got a really good channel. His name's David Diggs, and he does a lot of horror content, does a lot of musical stuff as well, if you like that sort of stuff. But it's a really good channel. It's a good, it's a good guy.
David Diggs.
And he makes good videos
David
as
Diggs.
well. Like David Diggs, yeah, very very slick videos, which I appreciate. So he's got a 800 sub competition. There's like 5 questions, and he wants us to give out our answers. So that's what we're going to do. So the first question asked is favorite horror movie poster artwork.
Go on, Pete. You go first.
You can pick more than one if you want. They can pick like from a bunch.
Well,
I don't
to
know.
be honest with you, I changed my original answer. My original answer was Evil Dead, the original Evil Dead, but the French version of the poster, because that's the one I've got framed in my living room. It's fucking, I think it's a work of art. But then I thought to myself, well, I'll go downstairs later on, but it's awesome. Yeah, well, you Google it. Yeah, it's awesome. But then I thought to myself, well, no, because you can't be saying the French version. So I just said Evil Dead 2. I think Evil Dead 2's poster art is absolutely fucking fantastic. It's gorgeous. And it's beautiful. It's a work of art itself.
Is it the one where she's got a hand coming out the grave? It's not that one.
Yeah, but it's kind of like wee twirlies round the
head. I think we've got it.
I've got yeah, make it big, man. Yeah, show these guys.
There's loads of pretty posters of Evil Dead 2, isn't there? That's the problem with Evil Dead 2. There's loads of good cover art.
No, the original, the proper Palace Pictures quad poster of it. Yeah. Oh, are you loading up that's the one.
That's the right one.
Yeah, I mean, I've got that frame downstairs, and I've got an original copy from the cinema. It cost me a lot of money, and I framed it, and it's beautiful. I think that is stunning. Like that is my favorite piece of art right now. But then I thought to myself, okay, you're talking about the French piece of art, blah blah blah. So I just went Evil Dead 2, the original quad poster of Evil Dead 2, and that was my final answer. But I love this more. I do love this more, right enough. But the original Evil Dead 2 is stunning as well. The artwork's absolutely
Let's
iconic.
have a look at Evil Dead 2. Hold on.
Yeah, it's iconic.
And share screen. Is that the one?
No.
No?
That's
not that one.
No, that's the one. Kiss Your Nerves Goodbye. I think that original artwork is phenomenal. It absolutely illustrates the movie you're about to watch.
If I can find it.
There's mine. Weird, that, isn't it?
Do you choose that as well?
Yeah.
Go on, Elwood. Good choice, mate. Good choice.
The same one, yeah?
Yeah, same one with Linda, who's going a bit nuts, and Ash, who's obviously going a bit nuts as well. And then
it's a great piece of artwork, it started popping up in pop culture like Spaced and stuff like that. And I've got my own framed version downstairs.
That's what I picked. That's why I had it ready.
Yeah.
You picked the same one? Wow.
Yeah, of course,
okay. Right.
But then
I'll show the one I was.
Like you get loads of different ones, don't you? Like loads of cool ones, don't you?
It's a
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I mean,
you get like
the fan art
ones.
Yeah. Listen, the fan art of the Evil Dead movies is. I mean, the fans are amazing. To be fair, but you can't. It's iconic.
I had that one as well. They're the same.
What about yourself, Baz?
I had a short list. So my first one was this one here. Let me just I don't know. These are just ones that I remember were like mesmerizing me when I used to go to the video shop. So the first one was this one. I think it's that one there. Is that coming up there or not?
Beware.
That one there. Can you see The Beast Within?
Yeah.
From
Oh
1982.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how
I
many
remember
got
that
bigger.
poster, man.
I've seen
I remember that
there's a
poster.
different one. It's actually not the exact same one. There's a different one. It looks like he's got like cracks going through it as well, like red cracks. But can't seem to find that one.
I remember it from the old Warner Brothers VHS cover. This. Oh man, that one's
Yeah,
cool.
that's what it's from, the VHS cover. So that was the first one I was thinking about, and the I wrote them down here because I love that poster.
Yeah, it's a great poster.
And the other one was Fright Night. I was thinking about the Fright Night one, which I love very much as well.
Show. Yeah, good show that. Like
we all know Fright Night, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, an iconic poster. Do you know what? I can't remember who. Well, yeah, no, it was some horror group, and somebody wrote recently, "Oh, just watch the original Fright Night. Hasn't aged well, has it? Lol." And I was like, "What the fuck?
How dare you?"
Yeah, exactly. I was like, going, you know what? In comparison to fucking Colin Farrell, are you fucking serious?
Yeah,
I could have said Friday Night too because it's basically the exact same poster. But I was going to pick Friday Night, and the other one I was going to pick, I've actually got it. Let me just go get it. Stop screen.
You've got it in real life.
Just bear with us. Sort of have. You can't see me, can you? Oh, better move.
Nope.
Hold on. I've got to move up the frame.
Move out the frame, boss.
Am I out frame?
Out of frame. Aye.
I need to be.
What is it? Cardboard cutout or something?
I don't know. What's it got there? Quite curious, man.
I was going to pick this one. Was it? Can you see it?
Howling.
The Howling poster.
Oh, the Howling.
Which I like very much.
That's pretty cool.
Holy shit. Did you get changed in that short space of time, man? That was well done, man. Well done. Well done. That's a cool t-shirt as well.
I was going to pick the Howling poster.
The Howling poster is fucking cool.
Well, I'll tell you which one I went for. Can you get out of frame?
Yeah, out of frame.
And it's not the movie, it's just the poster.
Okay.
It's kind of
Christine. Oh, right, no.
Are we guessing? It's Judd. Is it Judd?
No, it's Christine. Look, it's there. It's right in front of you, man.
It's this one here.
Oh, it's Fright Night.
Return of the Living Dead 2?
I love the poster, dude. I don't know why.
Oh, come on.
Horses in the sky. I don't know why I like that. No faces in the sky. In the clouds.
Do you know what? It's a nice poster.
That's the one I went for. Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Not the movie. Not the movie.
Bass. It's a pretend foo-foo. It's pretend. It's a pretend foo-foo. In the movie.
Yeah, that was my pick. So mine was Return of the Living Dead 2. Both yours was Evil Dead 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it?
Poster,
can I have an honourable mention to the best cover art of all time? And you know what?
I think. What is it?
Demons 2.
But are you ready for it? Oh, you fucking bastard!
Demons 2.
The worst cover. I mean, the scary cover of all time.
I'm in the toilet.
Demons 2. Also, when I googled that earlier, right, I couldn't believe it. It took a while to Google, like. But you can actually buy some artwork, I think from Etsy or something. Who's going to have that in the front room?
I've just taken this off the wall, guys, right?
Oh, shit.
Okay.
If he's got it, I'm going to fucking kill him. That's kind of...
No. I've just taken this off the wall, right? It was over there, but I thought to myself, I think this is one of the best teaser horror posters of all time, right? Here we go.
Yeah, I was going to go for that one.
teaser posters, it was great. This got me hooked. Like the most terrifying film you'll ever see. Like I was on board with this. Like
it's not much to it though, is there really?
Yeah.
No, but that's why it works, Vass. It's simplistic. You know what I mean? It's you're wondering why what this girl's doing. She's walking away. She's clearly injured. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. I'll hang up.
Those weird, sexy legs.
Yeah.
Right, before we go on to the next question, let's see if there's any.
Who would buy that? That's only £9.77.
Have we done that one? Have a plan B to watch in case it's shot. Yeah, we've got that one. Yeah, the reviews can definitely be avoided. Yes. Monster poster artwork for Emmy for me is Prophecy. Oh, that's like an old movie, isn't it? Like from 1979. Let's have a look at that one, mate. The Prophecy, 1979. I was right. Let's have a look. That is nice, actually.
Oh, honorable mention, Vass.
Yeah, go ahead. What the hell's that?
What do you mean? What the hell?
Oh, Blair Witch Project. Boring.
That's a good poster. That's a good poster.
That's just trees, dude.
Yeah, I know, but it's spooky.
It's just trees.
It's spooky. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Hello.
Are you sure you don't want to come? You don't want it to come?
Yeah.
Right, that's Dave Boostie's choice. The Prophecy, which is a good poster. That's a good one, man. Is that the one with Sam Elliott in it? Don't know. Right. Michael Myers picked Return of the Living Dead. Let's have a look at Return of the Living Dead. Right.
Is that
that's a cool poster as well? Yeah.
Get the damn screwdriver.
I think that's the one. That's the main one, isn't it?
That's the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
I bought that one.
Yeah. Part 2's better poster. Not a better film, but a better poster.
Oh, it is. I watched it just the other night.
Oh, great. Who did that?
It.
That's awesome. That's
but look.
A link to David Dick's channel. Oh, Ghoulies. That's a cool poster, man. That is.
It is though, isn't it?
Movie's crap, but that's a good poster.
I think Ghoulies 2 they're in the toilet as well.
I think it's not 3 that it's coming out the toilet. I don't know. Maybe.
Ghoulies 3 they're coming out the toilet in part 3 as well.
I'm not sure. I've always loved the zombie flesh eater's hand poster. Let's have a look. I remember that poster as well, yeah.
But hey, what about the best movie poster of all time? That's right, guys. It's the Blair Witch Book of Shadows.
Right, so it's
not
that one.
What about the original Blair Witch Project poster? Was a great poster.
Hey,
I used to love that poster.
You missed that.
Can't find it. Where is it?
We just had it. You
just had it.
You missed out on
great
poster.
poster.
My Blair Witch poster had glow-in-the-dark little child's handprints all over it.
No, yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Handprints. That's fucking scary, isn't it?
I can't find that one. I know which one he means as well. I know which poster he means, but I can't seem to find it. Michael Myers says, any tips on where to get quad poster frames from? Can't find any anywhere. Peter?
Yeah.
I go to local guys and I just say, here's my poster, frame it. And they frame it. It costs normally for me about £90 every time I frame it. The most expensive one I got framed was Under the Skin. But I asked for a kind of special frame for that one because I think there was only about 200 copies of the poster printed. So that cost me about 150 quid. So yeah. But you know, the kind of works of art. You treat them as works of art. My American Way for London downstairs cost me 90 quid. That's a good frame. You got to get them custom made, or you go to if you go to eBay and you type in quad movie poster frames, they will send you some shit. I just don't know. I can't vouch for the quality. I would always recommend, if you've got a special poster, get it framed professionally. For my next one, I've got the Superman teaser poster, the one that says "You'll believe a man that can fly." And that's the next one I'm going to get framed when I get myself sorted.
These are all good shouts by Dave Boosty. All iconic. Jaws, Jaws 2, Prophecy, Alien, Halloween. All awesome posters.
Totally.
Mausoleum. Mausoleum's got a good poster. Movie shit, but it's got a really good poster. So you have a look at the Mausoleum poster.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that in the video shop. How the hell do you spell Mausoleum, dude? M-A-U.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's probably asking me.
Why make a movie when you can't even spell the bloody? Okay, there we go. I think I found it.
I think it's got
Why?
Very good poster.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's a good poster, man.
Yeah, Michael Myers says Friday Night and Return of the Living Dead 2 posters were very simple. They are. That's the thing. They're like two of my favorites.
Yeah,
and they both have scary faces in the sky. Although this dude here, he's not in the movie. I don't even know what that is. That's not a zombie, is it? It's just I can't even work out what the hell that is.
Yeah,
but I love it. I love it so much.
Where'd you get them from, then?
Get them from AliExpress.
Oh.
Isn't Friday Night 2 owned by the Menendez family, which is why it's a nightmare to get? Is that true? The Menendez family, is that the serial killer Menendez family? Or something else?
I have no idea. Friday Night 2 is
like
definitely a nightmare to get.
No, yeah, you know what? You might be right there. It does a bit. Why'd you have to say that for? I'm really thinking about that now. My movie poster for Christine was shiny and real, haunted, a gypsy lady. Long story told. So it had a demon in it somehow, another portal thing. As insane as it sounds, that does sound pretty insane. Christine poster is nice and... I'm surprised you didn't say The Thing, Pete. The Thing poster is pretty awesome, isn't it?
It is. The Thing poster is amazing, and it is iconic. Don't get me wrong. But
why do you think they change posters when the originals are so good? Why would they change them? You know, when the Scream Factory things come out, they always have new posters, and you're like, well, the original one's so good, why change it?
I think because to differentiate themselves from the other editions, and that's the only reason. I think, I can't remember the guy's surname. I can't pronounce it, but is it Drew Steinberg? Or someone, one of the comments will be able to correct me on here. But when you've got a poster drawn by him who drew Raiders of the Lost Ark, Star Wars, The Thing, that kind of thing, there's not really any way you can go from it, to be fair. And as I remember, the poster from The Thing was drawn literally within he had 24 hours to do it, and he hadn't seen the movie, and that's what he came up with. He'd read a treatment of the script, and that's what he came up with, and it works perfectly. Like,
this is my favorite Jaws poster. I've got this. I was looking for it and I can't find it, but I love this poster. I don't know why. I like it so much. But isn't that a wicked
there
poster?
are so many. It is beautiful, man. I have to say, the colors and everything like that. There's so many great Jaws posters that have surfaced these days, like fan art posters that are coming out now, and you're thinking, holy shit, that's a fucking amazing. But this is lovely.
How much that cost? Like that cost?
I've got that on like a tin. It's like that. Like tin.
All right.
With a tin.
Yeah.
But it's but it costs like £4 or £5.
That's all right.
Got little holes in, you can stick them up.
Sure, man.
But I bought that one because I saw it and I thought, oh, that's awesome, that dude. I don't know what the hell I've done with it. There's a great poster for House on the Edge of the Park where the house is like a skull and the foreground trees are its eyes.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, the trees, the eyes. Yeah. Yeah, everyone remembers. Yeah, it's a good one, that one.
Is that not that Mushrooms movie?
No, Same thing, yeah, sort of same cover, yeah.
I mean, when you look at movie posters, I mean, of what made an impact on you, I mean, I would hark back to the original VHS cover of American Wealth of London, purely where it's just a side profile of the face.
Yeah.
Just
that's
kind
an
of
attention grabber, that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I prefer the Howling poster,
totally.
I've got to say, to that one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, absolutely. I mean, the Halloween poster is a work of art, and it's something that's been, will be
the
mimicked.
Howling poster.
Oh, the Howling poster, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's
what to American Wealth. To be fair,
the Howling poster.
Yeah. No, to be fair, the Howling poster is awesome, but for me, it's American Wealth. It had more of an impact. The Howling poster is definitely a work of art, and that's the thing. Horror movie posters as works of art, they were. You know what I mean? Especially especially the illustrated stuff. Especially from the 80s, especially from the late 70s, that kind of thing. Were absolutely fucking
2 trees,
amazing.
eye, little tree, nose, house, mouth.
Say that again.
Big tree's eyes, little tree nose, house, mouth. You know what I mean?
What the hell?
You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about with this? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the poster. Can you see the poster?
What, this one?
That's all Christmas present sorted then.
A skeleton, but it's trees in a house mouth.
All right, okay, I like it.
Dave Boosty. No, not Sam Elliott.
It's a good poster.
Movie I remember too. That had budget alternated too. Okay.
It is a good poster.
Armand DeSanti, Talia Share Prophecy. Right. There's a Return to the Living Dead poster with all the characters and zombies on. Yeah, that's
the one. It's got all the characters on.
Yeah, The Thing is a pretty cool one. It is, yeah. The original The Thing one. Actually, I like the VHS one where you see the guy that came out the dude's stomach, just his face going. Let me find that one. The Thing. That's the one I grew up on. If I can really get this off, how do I get that off?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. The CIC video cover. Do you know what? I know it's not horror, but the original cover of First Blood. Again, another beautifully illustrated drawing, but painting, I should say. But
yeah,
it's kind of perfect. Like it's kind of perfect. I mean, yeah, we were kind of spoiled for choice, and then you had the beauty of it was I think right up until maybe 1999, 2000, 2001, we were getting illustrated movie drawings, and then they became Photoshop.
Not that one.
That's a fantastic one, that man.
That was the worst.
Even the font where it says The Thing, it's just brilliant. So simple, but brilliant.
That's terrible.
That's the weakest. I mean, listen, it's a good one because that's the video cover I remember and all that.
That's the one I remember.
But in comparison to the rest, it's like on the lower end of the scale.
Yeah, it must be nostalgia.
Yeah, it's definitely nostalgia, that man. It's definitely because remember when it was first in the video shops, there was none of that. There was none of the blue lines, the blue lines. It was just black. It was The Thing, and it was a little bit more mysterious. It wasn't a CIC video release £9.99 to buy. It was a £65 VHS cassette that you can rent that can cost you £2. So there wasn't that. It was just black. Yeah. And it didn't even have a big ass 18 certificate on there. That was away, and it definitely didn't have from the director of Big Trouble in Little China on. It had none of that. It was just man is the warmest place to hide. That's all it had on there.
Michael Myers says 30 inches by 40 inches seems to be the standard size. Wary of custom made ones as always means pricey, and I'm tight.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
What's them pennies?
Well, this,
Menendez Senior was apparently the owner of the company.
Do you know what, Michael? I've got a saying here that you need to listen to, right? Buy it cheap, buy it twice. That's the deal. Yeah, buy it cheap, buy it twice.
Yeah, Michael Myers says Critters 2 is the laziest poster. It's just the same Critter monster holding a number 2. Yeah, it is. You're right. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Mm.
It's like Return to Salem's Lot is basically the Salem's Lot poster, but in a different color shade.
Absolutely.
The Thing was Drew Struzan. Oh, I did not know that. I love the Red Jaws too. Yeah, that's an awesome one.
Salem's Lot isn't going to be very good.
There's a good one for the burning and with Cropsy in the background and a river of blood under him. I like the burning one where he's holding the shears and it's just kind of like in silhouette.
Burning's a great poster. Yeah, the Burning's a great poster. Do you know what? I even like the old bloody VHS cover of the Burning.
With a burning guy. He's just burning, isn't he? Like a burning.
Yeah. I mean, the Burning. I remember seeing it, and I hadn't seen it at that point when I was a kid, and I was a young kid. Just it had bad vibes all over it, but yeah, I was curious about it just because of that bloody cover, and then we watched it now, and and it was worse than I expected because then you get the massacre scene on the fucking. Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Where did we get it from? Where did we get it from Burnham from when we were kids? I can't remember.
Video shop, man. It was you could
no, it was
you
banned.
could rent.
Banned. I'm sure we got it on copy.
Nah, you could rent it, man. You could rent it for a while. I definitely rented the Burn. Yep, definitely rented the Burn.
One of the worst posters I've seen was the UK quad for the Terminator. It's just not good.
I've not seen it. Oh. I mean, generally,
the UK video art for the Thing is just not sounding to me. It's definitely nostalgia for me. I don't know. All right, so go question 2. I enjoyed that. It was good.
Yeah, that was cool, man. Yes.
I could spend all day looking at movie posters. Seriously, man. The Video Dead is another one that's really good.
Listen. All I'll say is that before we go on, right? Next time there's a Comic-Con in Edinburgh or wherever, we should go, right? Because wherever I go to these Comic-Cons, the same stall is there, and it's these French guys, right? They turn up and they do all the stalls, right? And they've got this huge stall. And the fucking stuff they have, you won't believe. And you know, bring your credit card because you'll fall in love straight away, and you'll just end up spending money right enough straight away. But they have everything. And I said to them mistakenly one time because I just bought like a poster for like £120, and I thought that was extravagant. And they said, and I goes, I don't suppose you got like an original The Thing, have you? Oh, hold on a second. And they brought, original American quad of The Thing and it was numbered, it was original and everything like that. And I was like, how much do you want for that? And it was like £500. And I was like, holy fuck. Well, to be honest, online you can sell it for more, but I was just like, I looked at my family at that time that were with me, and then I was like, can I? And they were like, that. Fuck no. You fucking dare. And I was like, what? Oh, they were already chastising me for the fucking £100 and odd that I just spent in a Big Trouble in Little China poster. Yeah. But amazing. I mean, you can literally spend hours just browsing through these original fucking awesome posters, but not shit posters. You know what I mean? When you go through sometimes, film museums, you see like old shitty posters that you can't really be asked with. These are all the shit that that you love, and they've got them all in many different versions of them. Be it Japanese, English, French, whatever, and they've got all these different variations. That's how I ended up with that Evil Dead poster. I'd never seen it before I met these guys. So yeah, we should definitely do that. You've got to meet these guys. You'll love them.
Totally. I should go on to question 2.
Do it.
Yeah.
Favorite movie theme that does not include anything directed or composed by John Carpenter. Start with you, Elwood.
Yeah, it's easy, isn't it? Soon as you said, soon as I read that question, I thought, well, Jaws. So, Jaws. It's obvious, isn't it?
Okay. Pete?
Sorry. Do you know what? I look up my my answers there because I totally forgot, but exactly the same as Elwood. Jaws. It's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer.
You pick
Jaws.
Jaws as well? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's obvious, man. John Williams.
How come you guys are picking the same
You know,
answers?
What you pick?
Well, no, because it's common sense. The best theme music that's not John Carpenter. I mean, when they said best theme music, I was like, oh, Halloween 3. I was like, blah, 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 this, that, not. And they went, not John Carpenter. I went, and then all of a sudden I went, of course, it's Jaws. The entire movie is about orchestra. It's, no music to that
best,
movie. No
favorite,
Jaws, by the way. We're not talking about Jaws right now. So, yeah, Jaws,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, I didn't pick,
What about yourself, Bart?
I was.
Don't tell me Return of the Living Dead Part 2. It can't be.
No. Not this time, no. I had two choices I was mulling over. One was the theme from Suspiria, which I like very much.
Oh, you looked too deeply into it, didn't you?
And
you did.
It's one where they say witch comes in. It's like a nursery rhyme sort of thing. I'll put it up for you.
Okay, play. Yeah.
What film will get copyrighted? It's on Images. Why is it on Images?
It's on Images.
What's it called? It's called Suspiria.
Suspiria.
It's not going to be as good as Jaws, Vass.
Well, it's. I know, but I mean, I could have said or something like that, couldn't I? But, you hear it? Stop it! I'm trying to listen.
All right, okay. I can't hear shit, man. Come on. Play it.
Can I hear it?
Play it. My anticipation is like fucking going through the roof here.
I thought I was going to get eaten by a shark.
That's the intro. Let me move it.
Oh, man, I didn't hear shit. I can't hear shit.
I hear it.
No, Matthew, no.
Brilliant.
Are you playing in your own Walkman or something?
I tell you what, if I
can hear
share
it.
the screen.
Brilliant. It's brilliant. I love it. Oh, I can hear it now.
Right, okay.
That's not pretty dog.
I like because it's spooky in that.
No, Jaws.
But I didn't pick that one. What I picked was I picked
No
the
Jaws,
theme from I picked the theme from Scream. Because it's awesome. It's like very 90s.
Yeah, I know. I thought about it, but then I thought, no, it's Jaws.
It's amazing.
There's a theme from Scream?
Yeah.
Screams. Yeah, it is awesome.
You must recognize that.
I do. I just thought it was additional music. I didn't think it was there.
Get out of town, man. Anyway, that was my pick. But Jaws is a good pick. A bit obvious, but it's a good pick.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go on to the next question. Get rid of that screen. Let's see if there's any comments. The character in The Mist was a tribute to Drew Struzan, and the character is surrounded by Struzan's art. Is that?
That's exactly.
Oh, right. In The Mist, right? Got it. Yeah. Definitely the same poster. The Universal monster movie posters and James Bond posters, the Hammer film posters too. I love. Universal Monster Movies posters and James Bond. I think we're doing horror stuff like Hans Zimmer stuff can be fun at times. Kind of running theme, but I've always loved the Fabio Frizzi theme for Fulci Zombie. Henry Mandini Psycho ripoff music for the Friday the 13th movies. Anything by Goblin, love the 10th. There you go. Goblin, Suspiria, Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
I nominate Goblin as fun movie music. There you go, guys. I want these guys from the comments up on here. You guys, bloody Jaws.
No. Listen, I think the operative word there was fun movie music. Fun.
Hans Zimmer has some fun soundtrack stuff.
It's Jaws.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
Listen, it's Jaws. It's Jaws.
Dun,
it's
Jaws. Anticlimax.
Yeah. It's Jaws.
I've always liked the original Nightmare on Elm Street theme.
That was my second.
Oh, that too. Yeah, absolutely.
That was my second, but Jaws just had to win.
Right. What was the? Have we done that? That's question 2, yeah? So question 3. Tell me your horror hot take. What's an unpopular opinion that you have about a movie or a franchise? Elwood, go on. Some things lots of people like and you don't like it.
Well, this was a difficult question. And 6 months ago, I would have said The Terrifier because I hated it.
Oh, okay.
But after a few rewatches, it's brilliant, isn't it? And I can't wait for the next one. So I would have said that, but no, I had nothing for this this question at all.
What do you mean? Yeah, right. Okay. Just give us a movie that everybody hates that you love.
No, that's
Book of Shadows, man. Fucking hell, Book of Shadows.
Fucking book. It's the book. Yeah, it's the book. Yeah. Carry on.
Yeah, Blair Stew, Book of Shadows.
I love that movie.
What about you, Pete?
Mine is Halloween 3, and I think it's the best out of the franchise.
Right.
That's not a hot take, dude. That's not a hot take. But maybe the best of the franchise is a hot take because that's wrong. But that's not a hot take. Not anymore. Maybe 15 years ago it was a hot take.
No. It's the best out of the franchise. That's my deal. I think it's the most enjoyable.
Better than Halloween? You think it's better than John Carpenter's Halloween?
No.
Yeah, I enjoy it more than John Carpenter's Halloween.
You are absolutely insane.
It's
my second favorite, but it's way below Halloween, man. Jesus.
No, I love it. I love it. I think it. I watch it. Do you know what? Every Halloween, I watch Halloween 3.
What? Oh, that's disgusting.
No, it's not. I own Halloween 3.
I watch Halloween 3, The Fog, bunch of movies I always watch, but still, it's like.
I love Halloween. Don't get me wrong; it's absolutely fantastic. It's a measure of suspense and everything like that. But Halloween 3 just fucking rocks. It has that kind of suspense because of the music, essentially. But
10 more days of Halloween.
Shitload more happens, and plus you got Tom Atkins being a total sex pest. It's fucking genius. It's fucking genius. I love it.
Have you got it on Blu-ray?
I've got it on 4K. I have got it imported from the States on 4K. I don't have John Carpenter's Halloween.
How's it look in 4K? Does it look good in 4K?
It's
a good widescreen movie.
Do you know what? It sounds beautiful as well. Coming out with the Sonos speakers and all that, man. The sound is amazing. I have to say, the soundtrack to Halloween 3 is amazing. Do you remember that tune that I sent you? that said, "Oh, this sounds like Halloween." It was "Nothing Is Safe" by I can't remember the rap group. I was saying this is Halloween. It wasn't. It's Halloween 3. It's all from Halloween 3. Halloween 3.
Well, I think Halloween 3.
That is a hot take, then, Pete. If you think it's better than the original Halloween.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Okie dokie.
Creepshow 2 is better than Creepshow 1.
What?
It's not. It's not. But mind you, I've just said Halloween 3, so I can't say shit. But
I might have a.
It is.
Hold on.
Go on, what's your hot take?
Me?
Yeah, I'll give you my hot
Fussy,
take. I'm just
your
going to
hot
give
take.
this to give my reaction to Pete.
You're
saying
gonna say
Halloween-
Chud 2 is better than Chud.
This is my reaction to Peter saying Halloween 3 is better than Halloween.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
What the fuck?
I can't believe it.
What's that? Brother, brother,
What's that? Why, Pete? Why?
Sorry.
Ah, right.
Honestly,
today.
Should we just for shits and giggles, let's have a look, see what the IMDb rating is for Halloween and Halloween 3.
oh, well, don't look at the Halloween. All right, I'm going for a wee while you're doing
Halloween is a 7.7.
Very unfair.
And Halloween 3
5.3
is a
5.3.
Can you guess?
5.3.
5.2.
Fuck's sake.
Just saying. Oh my god.
Exactly. Shit.
I like it. I really like it. But come on, I don't know why you had to say that bit. Just say he really likes it. Don't say it's the best in the franchise.
You can't say that. Here's towards
crazy.
Everything.
What the fuck is going on, man?
Apart from the Rob Zombie one. Rob Zombie ones are not better. But talking about cover art, the Rob Zombie cover art for them Halloweens were pretty cool.
You like that, do you?
They were pretty. What, like Michael Myers, like looking down like, oh, moody and shit.
Yeah. No, listen, I'm sticking on my guns. I
was good.
enjoy Halloween 3 more than I enjoy Halloween. Absolutely.
Okay, if you enjoy it more, I can just about get past that, people. It's not a better movie. You don't think it's a better movie, do you?
No. I mean,
let's the man who's got a directed by John Carpenter t-shirt on. He's telling me
listen. It's hard to argue against the craft of Halloween. It's yeah. So I can't argue. Yeah, I can't argue against Halloween whatsoever. But do I enjoy Halloween 3? Is it a more enjoyable movie than Halloween 1? For me, absolutely. And remember, this is my hot take. It's not everybody's hot take or anything like that. But yeah, I enjoy Halloween 3 a lot more. Well, not a lot more, but a wee bit
My
more.
only problem with Halloween 3 is it's a bit slow. It's a bit slow to get going.
As opposed to Halloween 1.
But Halloween 1 has suspense and everything, you know? And it's beautiful to look at, and you can admire it as it goes along. Halloween 3 is really good, but it's just a little bit, moves a little bit slowly.
Well, listen, for me, your main character in Halloween 3 is an alcoholic sex pest. So that keeps it interesting straight away. You know, Tom Atkins is an alcoholic sex pest. You know, I love the fact that, you know, he's married with children and he sees this bit of skirt in a hospital and he's like that going, yes, I'll travel the opposite side of the country with you because something's amiss. You know, he's not doing that because something's amiss or he wants to, you know, do something good. He's doing that for a pussy. That's what he's doing it for. You know, and I like the fact that that's my protagonist.
Let's move on. We've talked about this before. Let's move
on. Oh, yeah.
I know it's 18 rated stream.
Oh yeah, okay.
So my choice for hot take is a movie that lots of people like, and I don't like it, and I don't see what the big deal is. And it's Quentin Tarantino's favorite slasher apparently, and it's My Bloody Valentine, the original. Quentin Tarantino's favorite, and I think it's crap. Rubbish.
Yeah.
Kills are okay, but kills are better in The Prowler. Same year. As a 1981 slasher movie, when there were loads of slashers out, Halloween 2 is much better. Friday the 13th Part 2 is much better.
I would agree.
It's just okay. It's like, well, it's not even okay. It's worth watching for the kills, but nothing else. Nothing else. It's not like
I would agree.
Stylishly shot or anything. It's just, I don't know. The guy's got a groovy mask. I get the mask is okay, and the kills are okay, but that's it. There's nothing else. But people seem to love that movie, and I don't get it. That's my hot take. It was that between that and The Burning. The Burning I find to be slow for 80% of the movie. Nothing happens.
It is
fake jump scares, like a build up, no payoff on anything that happens, and then last 25 minutes or something is decent. It's good. But the rest of it,
do you know what the best bit of The Burning is for me? Is the first 5 minutes of The Burning. You know, the whole Cropsey burning scene, and then when he's in the hospital and stuff like that. And the doctor gets a scare. He looks through and he goes, "He's that disfigured," and he goes, "Ugh." That freaked me out when I was a kid. And then the last 25 minutes in the boat scene. Yeah.
That was my choice. Let's see. Check the comments if anybody else has got any hot takes. Dave Bucci says you always vote for Jaws for fake music. Not sure it was Goblin, but Phenomena has some amazing music. Might have been just one member of Goblin. Phenomena's shit film, man. Have you seen Phenomena? Didn't like the first time round. I watched it again. It's rubbish. Absolute crap.
Is that the
anyway?
Jennifer? What's her
Jennifer
name?
Connelly. Yeah, Donald Pleasance.
Yeah.
It's not good, man.
No.
Federa Argento. Suspiria, and that's it. Nothing else. Dave Booty, Creature from the Black Lagoon's monster Shell King theme is great fun too. Never seen it. Never seen it.
It's true.
Everyone seems okay. This is Michael Myers' hot take. Everyone seems to hate the Mangler, but I love it. Someone's got to love it, I guess. And it's Michael Myers, the one person in the world who loves the Mangler.
Well done, yeah. I'm sure somewhere in the world, Robert Englund's going, yeah, mate, yeah.
yeah.
Right. Michael Myers, not really horror, but Boxing Helena is another one I love that everyone hates. It's okay. It's okay. I don't mind.
I quite like Boxing Helena, yeah.
Oh,
by the way,
it's not what you think it's going to be. It's not the movie you think it's going to be.
Rest in peace, Julian Sands. Can you believe that?
Absolutely.
What?
Yeah.
Julian Sands dead.
Yeah, he went up a mountain. There's a
story behind that, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah, he's the story, Elwood. He went up a mountain.
Yeah. And fell off it.
No, that's it. He never came back. He just went up the mountain.
Did they find his body?
What?
When? No, they eventually found his body, but he went up a mountain, never came back.
Does not hammer some fucking nails in his footprints? That would have got him.
No. He's the thing.
That's funny, dude. Warlock.
You know what I mean?
Warlock, man.
No, he just went up the mountain. Well, I thought the Warlock could fucking fly, but he couldn't fly off that fucking mountain at all.
The Armageddon. Have you seen Warlock 2, the Armageddon?
Yeah, yes.
It's got some of the worst special effects I've ever seen in my whole life. Seriously,
is that the one with the artwork? The artwork, it was like, you truly are like a Van Gogh.
The practical effects are good, but the visual effects are fucking terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. I mean, it's one of those movies that's like a very ambitious movie.
Born fully Julian Sands. He gets born Julian Sands.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's not a bad movie, but it just spoiled by they obviously didn't have any money to make that movie, and it was so ambitious.
He went up a mountain, mate. They're not ruling out he got bit by a spider.
What the fuck is talking about?
Halloween 3 is my second favorite shoot.
Is Julian Sands dead or what? I'm going to go.
Yeah,
he
he went up a mountain, never got found. It was very tragic, very tragic. He's been found now, though. He's been found now.
What?
Michael Myers. Yeah.
Has he been found dead?
I think they found his remains or something. Found his remains.
His remains. He's been found dead. You said he's been found.
Yeah, like his remains.
He's dead.
Remains.
He's dead, and they found him.
Dead,
Obviously,
dead.
he's
Just
dead.
say that then. Just say he's dead. Don't go on. He's found him.
He said that.
Found him. No, he's dead.
Right, hold on a
I think
second.
he was dead. He didn't go missing. He was like. Anyway.
Hold on a second, right? Elwood, I'll tell you, right? Julian Sands went up on a mountain.
Right. Where's he gone?
Well, that's what everybody else thought. Where is he gone? So he was gone for so long, they started sending search parties out, and they couldn't find him, to be fair, for ages. And they declared him dead without finding a body. But then later, folk found remains that they've said is Julian Clary, not Clary. Sands. Not Julian Clary, Julian Sands. Julian Sands.
Never mind.
If it was Julian Clary, then he would have been a wig and makeup and shit.
We would have found him much bigger. Yeah. Halloween 3 is the most Halloween one. It's actually about Halloween.
But yeah, Julian Clary's dead, unfortunately. You know, what a shame. But yeah, Boxing Lane, just come back. Great movie, man. Fucking Sherilyn Fenn as well. Oh, Sherilyn Fenn was my teenage crush, by the way. Even with just a torso, I would have still done that because it's Sherilyn Fenn.
I thought she died.
Did I say that one loud?
She's so fat now, isn't she?
I thought Sherilyn Fenn was dead.
No.
She went. No, Elwood.
She went up a mountain. She went up a mountain, and we couldn't find her.
She went up a hill. She went up. She went up a. She went up a food hill.
Right.
And she never came down, dude.
She's dead. Sherilyn Fenn's dead.
No, she's not, man.
Beverly Hills 90210. Her.
That's a postcode. What? You know, DL54QD. You know, what are you trying to prove here?
You live in Aircliff. I live in Beverly Hills.
Right. Okay. Okay. Sherilyn Fenn's not dead. Because if she was dead, I'd be crying. I'd be mourning because she was beautiful. You know what I mean? Oh, do you know what, right? I know you're going to hate me for this recently, but I watched Sleepwalkers recently when I was just chilling. And Machen Amick. Oh, my God. Machen Amick. Isn't she gorgeous? Oh, I love that girl. That's the reason I watched Sleepwalkers, by the way. I love that girl.
Not because it's a good movie. Not because it's a good movie. Because of her. Fair enough.
Do you know what? Do you know what else I watched recently? Have you ever seen a movie called Say Anything?
I haven't seen it. I know the movie. It's a very famous movie. But I've never actually watched it.
I watched it again recently, and it just melted my heart. You have to watch it, man. It's oh my God.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a fantastic.
Getting a bit off track. Should we get back on track, guys?
Oh yeah. Back on track.
Yeah, the comments and then the fourth question. Michael Myers says Dr. Chalice is a total sleaze. No woman is safe in that movie. Agreed. Dave Boothie said, again, I saw Halloween 3 in theaters. I have the novel. Read it too. I have it on DVD too. Michael Myers, yeah, but IMDb claims Shawshank is the best movie ever made. Yeah. It's a pretty good film, though. I give Halloween 3 an 8 out of 10. If it was only called Season of the Witch, not Halloween, it would definitely have been accepted way better. Yeah, absolutely. Michael Myers, most of Carpenters are slow burns. Yes, they are. Guy's the master of suspense. Michael Myers, Sleepaway Camp, everyone seems to love, and I think it was a load of shit. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. The ending is the only awesome.
He's right. He's right. You're right. The ending is the only redeemable feature in that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the first like 15 minutes, especially in the kitchen scene, it's like it's pedo shit. It's dreadful. I mean, it's fucking horrible to watch. Like, to be fair, but
oh, that's a great
yeah.
comment. Check that comment out. Joe Norton, Creep is boring. I fell asleep. Creep is shit, man. Creep and Creep 2. I think they're coming out with a TV series, you know, of Creep. It's coming out as a TV series.
Guys,
Creep is.
What was the same with the same
Joe,
actor?
Joe Norton, I believe you've got something to do with my friend Paul Elwood, right?
Oh, shit.
I'm going to say you're absolutely wrong. Creep is a great movie.
I
Creep
agree
2
with Joe Norton. Joe
is
Norton
not,
tells the truth.
not as much of a great movie, but it's a very good movie.
No,
I'm looking forward to the TV series, man. I'm looking forward to the TV. You know what? I actually watched Creep again recently. Yeah, a couple, like literally 2 weeks ago, I was like, I pulled it out of my movie DVD box and went, Creep, I'm going to watch this again. And it was great. It's great. It's great.
Really?
Fuck you. Haram.
Right, let's move on. Michael Myers.
Right.
Michael Myers. They found his body. I think it was weeks later. Right, this is Julian Clary. Sands.
They found Michael Myers' body 2 weeks later.
Clary's definitely alive and well.
See what I did
Michael Myers. That's Shannon Doherty in what?
She's the one that I was thinking that's dead. Shannon Doherty.
Oh yeah, she just died in she. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Now it makes sense what you were saying there, Elwood.
Sure.
Michael Myers, Madkin Amek delivers the goods in a James Spader film. I've forgotten the name of. Oh,
well, like, are we talking Tay? Is that what we're talking about here, Michael? Are we talking about like naked stuff?
All right, okay, let's move on. Dave Boosty, I got to see the Cusack movie for free thanks to a projectionist friend, The Sure Thing. Nice. Right, what year is The Sure Thing? 87? What year is it?
87.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, 87. Right, question 4. Almost just 2 questions left. What is a move? What was I was Bloody Valentine. Yours was Blair Witch 2, and yours was Halloween 3. How can I forget that? Halloween 3. Right, question 4. What is a movie that you would like to see a sequel to or remake? Or what is a movie that would be sacrilegious or even to even think about doing a sequel or remake?
Okay.
Elwood? Elwood go first.
I wrote something down, but
Well, remember, isn't it?
Yeah, go on, Peter. You can go. I'll remember later on.
Okay.
Go ahead then, Pete.
I struggle with this one because I like many things going through my head, and then I thought, keep it simple. Just give me a sequel to a movie that should have had a sequel. And I always remember that time in Dead by Dawn Festival when Neil Marshall produced the trailer for The Descent, and we all put our hands up and all that, and we said, what's happening with Dog Soldiers, because it was fresh off the bat. And he was like, well, I've got an idea for Dog Soldiers sequel, and it's the survivor goes to a mental asylum. He gets locked up in a mental asylum, and one of the other guys has also survived, and he's in the mental asylum, and he ends up trapped in a mental asylum full of wolves. And I thought that sounds like a pretty good sequel. So I put Dog Soldiers 2, purely based on what I'd heard from Neil Marshall.
Right, nice.
Dog Soldiers.
I'm not a big fan of Dog Soldiers, I've got to be honest, but yeah, that's a good
one.
Sounds like a cool movie.
I thought about
that. Yeah.
But then I thought, aren't they already doing it? I mean, they've made 2 sequels, haven't they? The Lost Boys.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have.
With Corey Feldman.
Mm-hmm.
I keep seeing him on YouTube and that. Have you seen him singing in that?
Oh, it's dreadful. Have you seen his guitar, man? That he's faking. He's faking the guitar. He's doing the crazy kind of like riffs and that, and all these guitarists are going, He's not doing that. Let me show you.
He actually sung that "Cry Little Sister" off the Lost Boys, and it was
I've seen him sing that song. He's terrible, awful.
It's absolutely terrible, and he still does Michael Jackson dance moves. I know he doesn't need to be.
No. I mean, he keeps telling people that he's Michael Jackson's protege. That's what he keeps telling people, and I'm like going, "Oh, Corey Feldman, fuck off." I used to think you were cool, man, when I was a kid. Now you're just an embarrassing cunt. It's horrible.
Is that why he does the Michael Jackson dancing and all that? Oh, I wonder why he was doing it.
He genuinely believes that he's Michael Jackson's protege. He also was in a reality show recently, like about 5 years ago, right, where he had the Curry talent agency, right, and it was fucked up because he had like loads of like naked girls, and they would come in and say, "Oh, we want to be famous," and he'd go, "Oh, come in." Right, and he'd get them to be naked and wander around and pander to his every word and promise them auditions, and the auditions never came. And you know, you watch it now and you're like that, going, Jesus Christ, man, Jesus Christ, you know. And then he goes, you know, Hollywood's wrong because it exploits people, and you're like that, going, holy shit! If I just cast your mind back to 5 years ago, Corey, when you had naked chicks and you were promising them auditions, what the fuck is that?
Bit of a Corey.
So is that your answer, Elwood? A remake for the Lost Boys, or was it a sequel?
Oh, I'll just check my notes.
Your non-existent notes. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I just wrote "Cry Little Sister" shit.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Is that your answer then, Lost Boys?
Yeah.
No, it can't be his answer. It can't be his answer because
why?
The Lost Boys has already been remade and a sequel.
Is it being remade?
It hasn't been remade. It hasn't been remade. It's a two.
Oh, so you want it? Okay. So is the answer The Lost Boys to be remade?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I can see that.
Why is it not doing it?
All right. Right. What about you? Vass?
Oh, Peter, what was that movie you say you saw that you that touched your heart? What was that movie? What was the movie again?
E.T.
Yeah, anything.
Say
anything. Yeah, say anything.
I was thinking of the Shoe thing. Things just written there. The Shoe thing. I'm thinking that's a different John Cusack movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Also a great movie. Also with a good heart. Yeah, totally. I love the Shoe thing. It's a good movie.
Is that Demi Moore and Robbie Thingy-Majiggy?
No,
it's John Cusack, isn't it? John Cusack's in
you're thinking of Better Off Dead. You're thinking of Better Off Dead.
No, Better Off Dead's John Cusack.
Yeah, Better Off Dead's got Demi Moore in. Better Off Dead's got Demi Moore in.
Oh, right. That's cool.
I'm telling you. Because I watched it recently.
You watch everything recently, Pete. You watch so many movies, dude.
I know. Well, I keep flicking. You know, it gets late. And I'm like, okay, Better Off Dead. You know, check it out. But yeah. I can't say I last the whole movie. I tend to fall asleep through quite a lot of movies. But yeah, it was definitely with.
Right. So your answer, Pete, was Dog Soldiers 2, and Elwood's was a remake of Lost Boys.
Yes.
My pick was for a sequel was going to be Demon Knight. I thought that story of Demon Knight, you could do that a million times in different locations. It's like a very the mythos of it is like set down. You could do loads of things with that. Have it in a hospital or a police station or on a plane or whatever. Demon Knight, definitely do that loads of times. But yeah, I would love to see Demon Knight in the same sort of tone. Yeah. Bring Billy Zane back.
You love Demon Knight, man. You fucking love Demon Knight.
I saw the cinema and I've loved it ever since. Demon Knight's fucking wicked, man.
You love it. I like it. I like it. It's a great movie. I have to say, it's a great movie. I'm not selling it, but you fucking love Demon Night, man. You love it.
I love it, man.
No, where is that?
Well, I'll tell you what, right? On Halloween night, when Salem's Lot shit, we'll put Demon Night straight on afterwards. All right?
Peter,
Sounds
We'll
good.
do it.
Sounds good.
is that Tales from the Crypt, Demon Night?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Billy Zane.
Yeah.
Yes, with Billy Zane. Yes, that's the one.
And William Sadler. William Sadler as well.
Yeah.
He was in Salem's Lot too. He's in Salem's Lot as well.
But with Billy Zane, the guy.
With all
the
the
Billy.
those demons. And Dick Miller.
Remind
Dick
you,
Miller's in it.
he did get off with Kelly Brook.
Who did?
Billy Zane.
Oh,
Do you know why?
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's Billy Zane.
And he was in Demon Night. You thought, oh, I've seen you in.
Yeah, best role. Yeah, that's definitely that was my choice. I was kind of thinking maybe Event Horizon, but Event Horizon's. I don't want to mess with Event Horizon. It's perfect. I don't want to change it, so let's not have another one. Event Horizon, but I was thinking Event Horizon for a second, but I thought no.
It's a good job. That's a good
They're never going to do
a remake or a sequel.
Sequel, I think. Don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't think it
it
needs
doesn't
a
end.
remake.
It ends like it's still happening in it at the end.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or is it? No, it was a dream. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking Nightbreed as well. That story I feel like is a big story. And at the end of Nightbreed, Laurie, the girl, she dies in it, and he bites her to bring her back to life. So, and now he's Cabal as well. So that story there could continue. They could call it Cabal.
It depends. If you watch the Cabal cut's completely different.
It is, yeah, not as good. Changed too much, yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I think the Cabal cut was supposed to be how it was supposed to be. The studio. I mean, I think the Nightbreed that we like is the studio have gone no. And sometimes, in fact, that'd be a good discussion, I guess. What movies have been cut by the studio that actually worked out? Nightbreed,
Exorcist 3. Exorcist 3.
Yeah, well, you've seen both cuts now, I think.
Not good. His version's not good. Raising Cane's another one. Raising Cane. If you watch, somebody put it in order of how it was made first, and then they changed it all around to how it is on the release. And that other version is just not as good. It's just not as good.
Yeah.
So the way they did it, re-edited it, it's much better.
There's quite a few.
No, there was like the story was like a linear story, but they thought there wasn't enough happening at the beginning, so they mixed it all up. Like the storyline's a bit different in the new one with flashbacks and this, that, and the other. So on the other one, it all happens at the time.
I see.
But the original one is perfect for me. But yeah, anyway, so that was question 4. Let's go to the comments and then we'll finish off with question 5, and then I think we're done because it's 7:30, 8:39. 3 hours, guys. You've been on for. That was quick. That's a quick 3 hours.
It was quick. Yeah.
Jeez.
We had content. We weren't just blabbering.
Yeah, it's a nice. It's well, there's lots of comments as well. That's I enjoyed that. People throwing their 2 cents in. Right.
Elwood, can I ask? I love your cap, man. Where did you get it from?
Oh, obviously I must have been shopping at the outdoor sportswear shop.
Okay.
I'm the first to get killed. I'm gonna get killed straight away, aren't I? Look at I can cap on. I can top some poles.
I was gonna say, I expect to see you in the Scottish borders at some point, but you know. Well, listen, soon I'll see you in about 18 hours by the time you get up here.
Well, for London, is it? I think. Yeah.
Right, okay, do the comments, dude.
That's the move.
I'm trying. Michael Myers hate pretty much all remakes, but always thought The Burning deserved a sequel at least. I disagree, but yeah.
Burning 2.
You know what? The Burning remake, you could definitely do a good Burning remake. Right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Honestly, I don't think you could, because it's the way the story unfolds is like the same way like a million slashers unfold. If you're going to do a slasher these days, you need a twist to it. You got to have like a hook, something different about it. But it would be just like a million other ones from the early 80s.
By the way, did you guys watch In a Violent Nature?
Yeah.
Did you watch it? I loved it, guys. What did you think?
Did you?
Yeah.
It was fine. It was all right. But didn't really float my boat. It was.
Did you not think you had one of the most violent, nasty kills?
Yeah, but I didn't enjoy watching it. I've got to say, I didn't enjoy watching it. It was a bit too like. It just, I don't know. They reveled in the nastiness of it for like no reason. Like when the girl's at the end of the cliff and he puts the hook through and he goes in the head and he pulls a head through the thing and through a stomach.
Yeah.
Like about halfway through, I was like, all right, I get it. Move on. But it was like in such detail, and I was like, I stopped enjoying it. I was like, okay, dude, that's fine. I wasn't like going, oh, that's cool. Oh, look at that. And I was none of that. I was watching it. I was like, dude, yeah, I get it. Because he's so slow and meticulous when he does it.
Yeah.
Like when he catches the guy at the end.
He knows exactly what he's doing. Yeah.
Cabin, sticks him up on the thing, and it takes about 10 minutes. And he's doing all this stuff to it. And I'm like, dude, okay. Did you have that planned in your head the whole time? Like, I don't know, man. It was fine. It was all right. It was worth a watch. But that's it. You really liked it? That must be.
I loved it. Yeah. I mean, it was kind of like watching Jason from the point of, let's say, Richard Attenborough. Yeah, it was kind of like a wildlife documentary watching a serial killer. I loved it. And yeah, there was that kill there was the one that you were talking about there was the most nastiest kill I think I've seen in a slasher movie. It was great. Yeah, I loved it.
I bet the director of Terrifier was like, "Oh, I should have put that in my movie."
I totally, absolutely. No, I loved it. It was a wee gem for me. I didn't see that one coming, and it was beautifully shot as well. I love the fact that like literally the first shot in the movie is like I think it's a necklace that gets moved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did like that.
This man from the grave, right?
Yeah, I like the way it started. It was slow, man, dude. He's walking slowly and things happening very slowly. And
slow.
You know the thing about slashers I don't like is that shit don't make sense in slasher movies, and because they work from the other side, it makes even less sense when you see him walk around and he's doing all this stuff. And he's moving in slow motion, and he still managed to do all this stuff. It's like I was like watching it. I'm like this.
I got from that he's alive, but he's also kind of supernatural, because that one scene where he sees them guys from right across the lake, and then he just goes bloop, and then the scene goes across there, and they spend about 2 minutes out there, and then next thing you know, the girl gets dragged down in the water, and that because he's obviously kind of swam across. I really liked it, man. I really liked it. I thought it was. It was inventive. It's nice to see something inventive in,
It was different. It was nice and different. Yeah. Undead of Night. Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things needs a remake. I've never seen it. Any of you guys seen that movie?
No, I'm not seeing that one.
Dave Boosty, Corey Feldman should call this next album Corey Hall.
Maybe.
Christine does not need a remake. Agreed.
Yeah.
The Fog could have maybe had a sequel.
Oh, hang fire. Christine is getting a remake.
Is it Blumhouse?
It is getting remade.
Is Blumhouse doing it?
I have no idea, but Christine is getting remade. I can't remember who, but it is getting remade.
All right.
Oh no.
Are they going to do it with like one of those Elon Musk cars instead, like bring up to date?
They probably yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, to Tesla.
Tesla,
Yeah,
yeah.
it'll be like the Child's Play remake
Like
and that.
the Tesla truck,
Yeah,
the truck.
I didn't mean it. It was just the way I was programmed. I'm sorry. Bleh. Yeah.
where's Chucky Northern? It's unbelievable.
But that was
I agree with the
my
fog.
impression.
I agree with the fog. I wouldn't mind seeing another fog. If they got John Carpenter to do it. I'm still waiting for Escape from Earth by Carpenter, as mentioned ages ago, and on the Thing commentary track. They already made it, didn't they? But they called it. It was made by somebody else. What was it called? And he sued him for it.
He sued him for it. Yeah. Do you know what? I watched it recently. It was the one with Guy Pearce. I did.
Right.
Yeah. It was a Jailbreak. Oh, what the fuck was it called? It was good though. It was good. It was really good.
It's a decent movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a total.
Oh, it is. But Guy Pearce is like wisecracking in there, his one-liners and everything like that. It's awesome. You know, he's really good in it. The one thing that's annoying is the Scottish bad guys in it. You know, I live in Scotland at the moment, and I'm like going, oh, fuck off. You know what I mean?
God, that guy's a lot of movies. I'm trying to find the name of the movie. Lockout. It's called Lockout.
Lockout. That's right.
Michael Myers says Ghosts of Mars, I think, was basically the sloppy residue of what was supposed to be Escape from Mars. But it went to crap after Escape from LA tanked. May will be.
Hmm?
The less said about Ghosts of Mars, the better. I want a proper sequel to Demons 2, 3, even write the darn thing if the makers need me to. I wonder what they would do with Demons 3. The first one was in a movie theater. Actually, I heard Salem's Lot. They've changed the ending of Salem's Lot, and the ending's going to be in a drive-in theater. That's how the ending's going to be. That's the setting for the ending. You know, in the original, they go back to the house. What?
Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it. Wait till the 31st of October. Yeah. Thanks.
The Demons 3, what do you think with the Demons 3? The first one was in a movie theater. The second one was in a high-rise building. Where would the third one be? Where would the demons come from? And they came out the
petrol
TV.
Station. Petrol station.
I think it would come out the phones. I'm thinking they might come out the phones. I don't know how they would come out the phones, but I think they would come out the phones. The demons.
The internet. It's got to be the internet. It's got to be.
What do you mean the internet? What do you mean the internet? How are they going to come out the internet? Well, all screens on the internet, like a laptop or a phone. Or, internet TV. Yeah. That does make sense. Yeah, let's do that, man.
Absolutely widespread, and you know everything goes absolutely nuts. End of the world.
Oh, you know, they could set in the future when we have hologram TVs, and it's a hologram, but it comes alive.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I think I mentioned before. You know, remember when I said that? I wonder how. Remember in the 70s when Last House on the Left was, we talk about that as Wes Craven harking out to Vietnam and all this blah blah blah, and George A. Romero doing the same for Dawn of the Dead. I think possibly we might see more kind of end of the world horror movies coming. And I like end of the world horror movies. I think they're the best horror movies, to be fair. But yeah, I've got a funny feeling that end of the world horror movies we'll start to see, because everything we see at this point in time, you know, there's no logical conclusion to everything. You know, you're looking around and you think, okay, what's going on? And you're constantly like this.
Like World War III is going to start at any moment.
Exactly. And then you've got like Trump going, I'm the only one that can stop World War III. And you're like, but that guy's a fucking nutcase. And you're like, is he the only one that can stop World War III? And you think to yourself, Why is
He's
that
Martin
fuck
Sheen
puppet?
from the Dead Zone who wanted to do World War III. He's literally Martin Sheen from the Dead Zone.
Totally. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So I think we're probably going to start to see more end of the world horror movies coming, and there will be reflections of where we're living at the moment, and
I tell you what, mate. I tell you what. This time last year, I didn't think that in this country they'd be going out lynching Muslims like they were doing a month or two ago, and like stopping cars and dragging out brown people and beating them up and setting the cars on fire and attacking mosques and things. I didn't think that was going to happen a year ago. And
dude, all I can say is same thing, man. Same thing. Absolutely disgusting. But same thing. I didn't think that fucking people would be dragging out white folk from cars and and arresting them and chucking them in jail and just beating them up and all that. But I think we've got a classic kid.
Who's doing that?
Coppers, man. It's
where? When?
Listen, countrywide, man. Countrywide. We'll talk about this properly when we go to the cabin, right? But all I'm saying is, I think generally we've got a case of in this country at the moment, divide and conquer, my man. Divide and conquer, and it's simple. Okay, if we fall for it, we're stupid. But it's divide and conquer, and it's about the poor, mate. And it's nothing. It's about nothing else but poor. It really isn't.
I think it's just distraction. They're trying to distract you from the real people who are the problem and saying, "Don't look at us up here, messing you, taking all your money, everything, your freedoms in there. Look at these people over here. They're the ones that are doing it." And everyone goes, "Yeah, it's them. It's them." Yeah, I agree completely.
100%. 100%.
Right, next comment. Dave Boosie said, "Guardians of the Galaxy 1 I saw in theatre. That's a miracle in where those odd characters made it bigger."
Dave, this is a horror channel. That's sci-fi.
That's proper from left field. He wrote it 3 times as well. As usual, mad thanks, guys. You're absolutely welcome. Mad thank you to all. Yeah, no worries. See you later, Boosty lad. Wasn't the church basically Demons 3? He's got a point.
Yeah, it was.
But there was no actual demons in the church, was there? I don't see in the demons.
I've got a church story, right? And first of all, confession. I'm not a fan of Argento's movies, like at all. Like, they kind of like turn my stomach. When I see an Argento movie, I think of demons. I don't know why, but you know what? I think of demons. Demons makes me go, oh, it makes me feel sick. It makes me feel sad, right? I had a date with a girl, right? Who knew I liked horror, and she was like, "Oh, I've rented some movies," and I was like, "Oh, cool." She's like, "I've rented Dario Argento's The Church," and I was like, "Okay." She showed me the fucking cover, and I was like, "Okay," and it looked like a big tree stump, an angry tree stump, and I was like, "Okay, can't be that scary. It's just an angry tree stump." She put it on. And it just got weirder and weirder. And I was hoping to get laid that night, man. I have to say, I was hoping to get laid. We were both laying on this wee sofa bed. Her kids, that's how old I am. Her kids were in bed. right? I'm laying on this sofa bed, and I was thinking, I'm going to get laid. And then I started watching this fucking movie. And then all these shenanigans started and there was this pervy old man in the fucking church trying to like creep on a fucking young girl, and then I was like, what the fuck? And she was kissing and cuddling. I was like, no, bitch, no, bitch. Yeah, horrible, man, horrible.
It's a good church story, man.
Yeah.
Right, let's go on to the last question, guys.
Okay, ready.
Okay, this is a quick one. Question number 5: who is a horror celebrity that you would love to meet, alive or dead? Come on.
Alive or dead?
You wouldn't meet them dead. Like if you could go back in time and meet the person.
I'd go for like Kubrick or something like that, and then I thought no, because he's bound to be a prick.
Yeah.
So I just figured Bruce Campbell.
Good shout.
Because I know he's not a prick. Because I've seen that he's not. He's cool. Stanley Kubrick will be a prick, but I could ask him about the moon landings, couldn't I? Because be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You did that moon landing, didn't you, Stanley?
Yeah.
You're dead now.
Ask him how many takes. How many takes was it? How many takes was it, mate?
Yeah, exactly. 120 or something like that for like Neil Armstrong just to.
Yeah. Do you know? On Kubrick's deathbed, he told his son that it was all fake. It was all fake. It didn't happen. Blah 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 blah. And it kind of correlates with like Buzz. I can't remember his surname, but Buzz Aldrin. I remember Buzz Aldrin getting asked about 10 years ago by this little young child who seemed very sweet and innocent, and went, "Was it scary up there?" And do you know what his answer was? I wouldn't know. It never happened. To a young child, right in front of the cameras and everything like that. And he said that a few times to folk, and it never happened. Yeah. I mean, I think as we speak, there's a movie out with fucking Channing Tatum and I can't remember the Black Widow girl. Scarlett Johansson. That's about the fake moon landing and the studio that these guys have. Yeah. It doesn't look like it happened, like, to be fair. I mean, you look at the original moon landing footage, there's no shadows, and you look at the sun and everything like that, and then you look at everyday sun, the shadows.
They put some of the photos and the videos through the new AI thing, and the AI said that it's fake.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for one reason, right? One reason. You look at Kubrick as a filmmaker.
I don't trust AI, mate. I wouldn't trust AI.
No. You look at Kubrick as a filmmaker, and I can't believe that Kubrick, as a filmmaker, would get things wrong as shadows. I mean, he's a perfectionist. He always has been a perfectionist. We're talking about 100 take guy. So how would Kubrick get that so wrong? And that's the only thing that fucks me over about that. I get it. It could absolutely be Kubrick, just off the back of 2001. You know, how did you do that? That looks like we've been in space. Any chance you could do this for us? Well, yeah. Well, do you know what? If you do this for us, and you ever talk about again, we'll fucking kill you. But if you ever do this for us, we'll give you the budgets for any movie you ever want to make ever again. Seems like a pretty good deal, you know what I mean? Seems like a pretty good deal. But I don't know how Kubrick, the perfectionist, would get those shadows wrong. To be fair, you know, when you look at The Shining and everything like that, what's going on in The Shining? I mean, there's a whole documentary.
He might not have done all the footage. There's different footages, isn't there? There's lots. There's like 7 Apollo missions or something, isn't there? There's loads of footage.
So, all right, Pete, what's your answer? What's your answer to the question? Who would you like to meet?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Oh, Romero. I'd like to share a table with Romero. I've met the guy, and he was absolutely gorgeous.
Like a nice guy,
lovely. Yeah, he was lovely, and I would absolutely like to have a meal with George Romero and see what was going on.
That's a good shout. That I like that one. I had trouble with this because, to be honest, there's not many. I couldn't really think of anybody I'd really like to meet because normally people in real life, they're dicks, and if I like someone and I meet them and it's confirmed that they're dicks, then I'll stop liking them, and then I would like not enjoy the movies as much or whatever. So I found it really, really, really hard. And like Elwood says, you know, most of the people I like, they seem like they're really prickly in real life. Like they're not going to be very like friendly and forthcoming. So, but don't know what I think.
By the way, Elwood, Bruce Campbell's prickly in real life. He really is.
No,
I've met him a couple of times. You know, he's prickly. He's prickly. Like he is. You ask him questions, he gets the knock on. Like he's
Oh, don't destroy my dreams.
no, no. He gets the knock on. Like yeah, he does. I mean, listen, he's always entertaining, and but you know, at your dinner party, he wouldn't be like, "Oh, thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul." He'd be like, he'd be having to go at you. Yeah, because that's the kind of person he is. I asked him about Bubba Hotep too. I goes, you know, are you doing Bubba Nosferatu, man? And he was like, no, man. He goes, of course I'm not doing that. And I was like I already knew. And I was like, well, okay, why? And he was like, I was like, why? And he was like, because the script's not good. It's all about the script. I told you about the script. We talked about the script. And I was like, okay, Bruce Campbell, yeah. But I was like, okay, but he had a right go at me. But I thought to myself, you know, it's Bruce Campbell. That's fine. You know, that's absolutely fine.
Maybe you should have asked him about Maniac Cop. Maybe he doesn't like Bubba Hotep.
I should have.
No, I think
no.
he's a fan of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he wanted to do a sequel to it. Maybe he's knocked off because he knows it's not going to happen, and he wants to do it.
Yeah. I mean, that was his standard answer for most things. To be fair, the script wasn't good. And I was like, "Holy shit!" I'm pretty sure I just saw you in The Man with No Brain. Surely the script was better than that.
Yeah, he's not that choosy, really, is he?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Mind Warp and whatever else he's in is like
exactly.
It's
I
not
was like,
really
you know. I mean, for me, I personally think that Bubba Hotep was Bruce Campbell's finest role. I think he acted his chops off in that role. I thought he was fantastic. I forget that it's Bruce Campbell in that role. I believe that I'm watching Elvis Presley in that role. It's that good. He's that good in that. But yeah, he was like that. Nah. Because the script wasn't good, and I was like, did you fall out with the director? No, the script wasn't good, man. And I was like, he was like, I told you.
This movie.
Are you back on? Oh, did I get my answer? My answer was, sorry, dude. My answer was, I was just so I could give an answer, but because I think if I had a choice, I would pick a director rather than an actor. But like I say, most directors do seem like they're, not that nice to talk to. But so I picked Brad Dourif because he's one of my favorite actors. But I don't think he's going to be that like forthcoming and friendly and all that business. So, but if I had to pick one, I guess I would pick him.
Do you know what? I think Brad Dourif would be forthcoming. Hey, Elwood. I think he would be forthcoming with you. No, we're talking about Brad Dourif at this point in time. And I think Brad Dourif would be forthcoming and would be cool with you for one reason and one reason only, because he doesn't actually get the respect that he deserves. So if someone said to him, "Listen, I just want to chill. Let's have a chat," I think he'd be up for that shit, man. I mean, he'd be up for that shit. Brad Dourif.
Yeah.
In fact, let's get Brad Dourif on a show. Let's make it our mission. Surely we can do that. If fucking Gareth can get Neil Marshall, we can get Brad Dourif.
Yeah, get his publicity's information out, whoever his publicity guy is.
We can get Brad Dourif, man. Come on. Ask Gareth how he does it.
He has a list. He has a list. He's got a list.
Right.
Yeah, there's a special email list going around.
Is Lauren Laverne on that list?
Who?
Sienna of the Terrifier.
Oh, okay.
Is she on the list?
Maybe. I'm sure she's on some list.
Yeah. I think she turned me to Terrifier.
Is she in the first one or the second one?
She's in the both. The third one. She's going to be in the third one.
Oh, okay. She the one who has the wings on her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She knows like 10 martial arts.
All right.
She knows all the.
She kick your ass then, huh?
Floppy seagull arms.
Yeah.
She knows the Steven Seagal floppy arms. She knows Taekwondo. Yeah, jiu-jitsu. Yeah, all the ones.
She's a badass.
Yeah, yeah. She's 28. Not that I've looked. No, I don't even. I just know this.
Do you know what a star sign is?
I don't know why I know that. It's stupid.
Did you guys hear the news about the new Exorcist movie? So apparently, David Gordon Green has bailed on the franchise because obviously
Mike Flanagan's going to do it.
That's right, Mike Flanagan's going to do it. It's going to be like a reimagining of the Exorcist. They're going to go back to the drawing board. So that's quite encouraging. I want to say if they're going to do it, it's a good choice.
That is encouraging. From what I hear, Mike Flanagan
really wants to do it as well. It seems like he really wants to do it. Like it's an opportunity for him. Not just taking the job.
I read one interview where he said, my ambition is to take The Exorcist back to, its terrifying roots. I want to terrify people with The Exorcist. And I was like, okay, that'll do me. Mike Flanagan, what might change things is I believe Mike Flanagan's just made a movie with, I can't remember his name, but Lockie, essentially, which is a Stephen King adaptation.
Oh, Stephen King, yeah. That's been well received, isn't it?
Yeah, very well received. By all accounts, it's going to get Best Picture Oscars and stuff like that. Whether that changes it, I don't know. Hopefully, he starts filming soon, before all that shit. But because from what I hear, it's going to win Oscars. Apparently.
We'll see.
That's what everyone's saying.
I guess it's not a horror story then.
No, it's like Shawshank type deal. Deal. Yeah, exactly.
Done by me. What's that movies? Yeah.
Listen, Mike Flanagan has an exorcist in him. He really does. He had, but
he's got a working relationship with the Blumhouse as well, isn't he? He's got a working relationship with them.
He does.
They made Push and Oculus back in the beginning.
Yeah.
Push and Oculus were
Oculus is a kick-ass movie. Oculus kick-ass.
Really. My favorite of his movies is that one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen before Oculus. There was this movie called it was about a bridge. What the fuck was that called? It was like Absentia.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
Absentia. I saw that on your recommendation. It was good.
Yeah, good movie, man. Good movie. So he does very much caricature horror very, very well, which is very much what The Exorcist did. You know what I mean? You need, if you don't care, you don't scare.
He knocks them out fast as well, doesn't he? He knocks them out.
He does. And that worried me at first, but he's done all right with it. But you know what? He doesn't need to make the new Exorcist movie unsettling. He needs to make it fucking terrifying, because did you know The Exorcist was 50 years old today, by the way? Today, happy birthday, The Exorcist. It's 50 years old today. 50. And that movie's fucking terrifying. It's just fucking terrifying. It absolutely, to the person that doesn't know shit about it, you put that movie on and just say, okay, go spend a couple of hours with that, put the headphones on. They're going to come out and they're going to have bad dreams for the next couple of weeks. It's as simple as that. That's how that movie works. It's
not everybody gets
terrifying.
Not everybody gets the movie. A lot of people find it boring. Yeah, I'm in total agreement with you, but there's a lot of people who think it's vastly overrated.
They're wrong.
They're wrong. And it took me a while to get on board. I've got to be honest. It took me a while. Little bits I really enjoyed, but like the whole movie, it was slow. But if you get drawn into it, you're there for the ride for the whole thing. And once you've done it once, that's it. You're like synced in with it, and then every time you watch it, you get that experience. And it's
Totally,
it's good.
totally. And you know, the first time I watched The Exorcist, you know, I was one of the people that were in with everything straight away. Like, and you know, like I say, I still remember trying to go to sleep for months afterwards, with just absolutely fucking freaked out, absolutely having the memory of the do you know the bit where the Exorcist turns up, but you can see Reagan's eyes and the breath, because she's like waiting for him.
Yeah.
Every time I tried to relax, I remember for a while afterwards, that's all I could fucking see, man. And I mean, that movie just fucking knacked us like for a long time, you know. I mean, it was just a perfect depiction of absolute evil, you know. And I love those movies, man. You know, and I think
you know,
if you
now of course, the perfect depiction of absolute evil is the state of Israel. Carry on.
I knew you were going to say something like that. Keep it horror.
You know, you'd be surprised how much of The Exorcist is verbatim from the book. Even the dialogues are exactly from the book. Yeah, big, massive chunks of it are verbatim. Like the dialogues are exactly what's written in the book.
What, from William Peter Blatty's The Exorcist?
Yeah. I mean, it's. I've got to say, from all the books I've read and watched the movie version, that one there is the one that's closest to the novel. It's almost exactly the same.
Well, it makes sense.
I told you before, the bits that aren't in it, he stuck them in Exorcist 3. A lot of the little dialogue bits are in Exorcist 3, like with the fish
it makes sense because, you know, William Peter Blatty was, you know, hand in hand with William Friedkin, but we all know that the original theatrical cut was William Friedkin's wish, and it was only when we got the version that you'd never seen was that not William Peter Blatty was battering on his door or anything like that, but he felt guilty for not making the version that William Peter Blatty wanted. So he released all the footage and changed it and released that version because he liked him. He liked him as a friend and everything like that. So that's why we have the version that you've never seen. Yeah.
That's a good poster. That's a good poster.
Yeah,
as well.
and to be fair, we got the spider walk scene and everything like that. That's a fucking great scene, you know what I mean? So I mean, that's nightmare induced in itself. She walks down the stairs backwards, and then she spits. She goes. Ah, she got blood. Where's all the fucking blood coming around you like that? I mean, it's fucking terrifying. But I mean, I can see why he kept all that shit out, and I can see why he kept all the little pop-ups of faces of Pazazru because
they added that, didn't they? That wasn't in the original. That wasn't like in the director's cut. Right?
No,
they've added that stuff in.
Yeah, they've added that stuff, but I mean, it was because William Friedkin wanted to keep The Exorcist very much close to documentary filmmaking as he possibly could, and
it kind of reminds me of Longlegs, you know. Now that I think about it, with where the demon kind of just appears, the face kind of reminds me of Longlegs. Maybe the guy was thinking Exorcist does that, and it helps the movie. Let's stick the demon in there, just appearing and disappearing like it does in.
Listen. No Exorcist, no Longlegs, no most movies. To be fair, you know, that movie was a game changer, absolute game changer, and it's the fact that it's 50-year-old today and we're still talking about it, and we're still talking about its power, and we're still talking about its scariness. Is
I think Mike Flanagan's going to have a job making a scary possession movie because, like, it's all tropes. The whole thing, every single bit of it is a trope now, just from that one movie. It's like everything you do, you can. I mean, they're doing it successfully a few times, but like now,
I think what Mike Flanagan has to lean on right now is the eccentricities of, let's say Reagan when she was possessed, and the vicar turned around to her and said, did you do that? And she goes, mm-hmm. And do it again and all that kind of thing. Yeah, he has to lean in on those little eccentricities. He has to get those little horrible moments and concentrate on those little horrible moments, because if you start concentrating on spinning heads, yeah, you're right, you got a whole audience going like that. Oh, you know what I mean? Mike Flanagan's very good at eking out of a scare of a silent moment. And I know and by the sounds of it, he's got enough respect for the source material that he'll actually treat with a bit of respect. And remember, the only reason The Exorcist worked was because you had a director that believed in it. You had all the actors that give their all to it, that didn't act like they were acting in a fucking horror film for a start. Start, block one. They weren't acting in a horror film. They were just acting in a fucking William Friedkin movie. And William Friedkin at the time was like one of the geniuses of Hollywood. And afterwards, after The Exorcist, they give him 100 million to go and make fucking what was it? Sorcerer, which is fucking immense, by the way. Sorcerer, if you haven't seen it, see it. It's amazing. But it bombed it.
Second half,
you know what I mean?
Second half is better than the first half.
I love Sorcerer. Honestly, I won't have a bad word said about it. Yes,
first half boring. Sorry.
It's all about setup. It's full of anti-heroes that you don't particularly like, but you're supposed to not like them. You're supposed to not like him. It's William Friedkin's choice, and that's the thing when you're dealing with a total master director. Everything you're feeling when you're watching the movie is exactly how the director wanted you to feel, and I genuinely believe that with The Exorcist, there was no fluke in there. There was no fluke in there. We've all heard the stories about him pulling the gun and everything like that, just to get actors, reactions and everything like that to get the shot. He knew how the audience would react to everything. The masturbation with the crucifix thing. Fuck me. He knew that was going to be controversial, but he did it anyway, and he knew exactly how the public was going to act in 1970s America. And that's brilliant, man. That's a brave director, man. I love that shit. Mike Flanagan's not a brave director. He's not a brave director like that. There'll be no boundaries broken here. But what he will do is he'll nurture things that he'll nurture everything that's not tropes. He'll nurture the one of the scariest scenes of The Exorcist, I think, is after she's just killed Merrin, and
Merrin.
Yeah, Merrin, and Damien walks in the room, and she's just sat there, just giggling. She's like that, with that blank stare on her face. He'll tap into that shit. He'll tap into that shit, and that's what this movie will all be about. And it'll get you, but it won't be on a visceral level. The Exorcist was a visceral movie because no one had ever seen any shit like that before. Nobody had ever seen anything like that. So it was a visceral movie, it's a child for a start, frigging herself with a fucking crucifix. Holy shit. You probably shouldn't be watching this type of movie, and that's where it puts you as a cinema goer. Why are you watching this? There's something wrong with you. And that's probably why people started fainting in the 70s and all that. Mike Flanagan won't go for that because he'll know that this has been done in Exorcist 2, Exorcist 3, Exorcist 4, Exorcist 5. he'll go for the subtleties, the nuances, because he's very good at the nuances. If you look at Midnight Mass and stuff like that, he's very good at. Do you know what? Mike Flanagan would have been perfect for a remake of Salem's Lot. He would have been the man.
And you're going to say that because I remember saying the same thing. Yeah,
he would have been the man for it. Like he would have been the absolute man. And I think to be honest with you, Salem's Lot would have been the material that I think I would prefer him to than The Exorcist. But you know, we are.
Better than David Gordon Green was going to come up with anyway. So that's a win, isn't it? It's a win.
Well, interesting what they thought.
Sorry, let's just do the comments and wrap it up. We're almost on 4 hours here, guys.
Oh, okay. 4 hours. Poor Elwood. Elwood. I'm sorry.
Right, let's have a look here. Michael Meyer says, wouldn't they have had to go through a deadly radiation belt that would have basically destroyed them? I think that was 10:53, so it was only 25 minutes ago. What were we talking about 25 minutes ago?
I have no idea.
Not sure.
Moon landing.
Oh, the moon landing. Yeah. Awesome, yeah. Would have liked to have met Lucio Fulci, even though I've heard similar things about him. Would have loved to meet Rutger Hauer. That's a good one. Rutger Hauer, yeah.
Yeah.
Lance Henriksen, another great one. Yeah. Gonna have to run, guys. Thanks for the awesome stream. Take it easy. You're absolutely welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Dave Boosty, no one could help the Exorcist franchise, I say. It was way too lightning in the scary bottle. Part 2 was funny, and part 3 was good like. After part 3, the Exorcist should have stopped there. The prequels were okay-ish, but forgettable. Yeah. Sorcerer is terrible. I didn't like it. Roy Scheider is great, but the story's dumb shit. No offense. No offense taken. Peter says no offense taken. It's the name of the truck and the dumb story. And blow up because TNT, that's spoiled dumb. Get another safe away. Jeez. Right. Like the truck transporting TNT was going to blow up only minutes in. I knew it would not be considering it an hour and a half left. He makes good points. Right. I think we've got to the end there, guys. That was really good. I enjoyed that very, very much. Actually, I don't know if you heard they're going to make the Burbs TV series. I love the Burbs, but I wasn't really that. When I heard that, I was thinking, well, it's not going to have anything to do with Joe Dante. It's not going to have any of the actors that you love. It's not going to have the same writers. I think it's going to have that. Probably not. It's got that Lassin from what was that Jordan Peele movie, the last one he did with the big balloon? What was that called?
Nope.
Yeah, Nope. No, the main lassie in that. Kiki something.
Gone.
She's going to be in it. But yeah, so that didn't fill me with confidence. But there it is.
Okay.
A Burbs TV series. But yeah, anyway, I think we'll call that wrap, yeah? Do you want to say anything, guys, before we good life stream time? Didn't it though?
Night, everybody.
You go first.
I'm
I was celebrating being alive.
That's awesome.
Yeah, if anyone's still watching, join us next week. We're going to be counting down the 75 best horror movies of all time, and we'll see if we agree. I don't think we will, but we'll see. You never know. Might be some good picks there. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks Elwood and Pete. Let's do it again next week. Are we in?
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, we'll be there with bells on. Take it easy, guys.
See you there.
Free Palestine, fuck Israel. Bye.